3, 2, 1.
Hudson lassoed by Tallis. Look at Tallis. He drags him.
But a champion becomes a legend. McCarthy Deaver's won it.
Welcome back to the Reggies podcast here with three blokes who could have been anything but decided to have fun instead. Boys, what a weekend we had of international sport. We had the Scottish Open in the golf. Adam Scott, very, very, very unlucky not to get the win there. Had the Wimbledon final, which saw Djokovic smashed by Carlos Alcaraz. So hopefully finally a changing of the guard in men's tennis. I don't think it's ever coming home for England. It's not. Lost the Euro 2024 final.
Sucked in.
To Spain. And then back here, we had some floggings in the NRL, plus some pretty average games to watch, to be honest. But you got to expect that when everyone's out. The AFL, we've got to cover 3 of the worst suspensions you will ever see. 3 match bans for Charlie Cameron, Toby Bedford and Alex Davies. But some great games of footy, depending on who you support, obviously. But yeah, what the fuck's going on? How was Fraser was good, obviously. Tom, last week would have been prime.
Yeah, it was good. I've never really seen the love about wheeling, like getting out and full-wheel driving. But I had a fucking great time.
It's not,
man.
yeah.
It was just good adventure in the joint. In a car that we sort of built to do that stuff in. Recorded the podcast over there remotely and everything went smoothly. I stressed about that for about a fucking month. So it was just, it's just one of those things when you're over there, you can't just duck to the fucking leading edge to get a cord or a fucking something. But overall, it's the first time I've been, so I fucking loved the joint.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Driving on the sand is different to fucking just flogging your car in the mud up some hill.
Yeah, that's right.
Lily's Beach.
And we were actually pretty lucky. We had some rain of a nighttime sort of thing, so it made the sand a bit harder.
Yeah, nice.
So it made us look a bit deadlier than we were. Getting through a few of the fucking hard wheeling spots.
Yeah.
But no, it was a great time, man. I'll definitely be back.
Yeah.
The thing about like the dingoes, like they were cool to see as an adult with other adults. But fuck, they're friendly. Like as in they'll be right next to you while you're fishing, like just sitting there like it's your dog. And it's like if you're going to take the kids, there's some fenced areas you can go in, but you wouldn't want to be too, lenient on just walking around with them on the beach or something.
Yeah, right.
But
I can't remember them ever being that bad, eh?
well, they weren't bad or aggressive, but I mean they're wild animals.
Yeah.
And all it'd take is like a couple of the kids on the beach, and you run down to grab a fish or something, and they're standing there. It'd just be something to keep an eye out on. But
I went there a couple of years ago, and like I didn't have any interactions with them really. We just woke up one morning and went, "Oh, someone's taking our rubbish out for us." Little dingoes.
Yeah, I can't remember.
Just fucking ripped them everywhere.
Always had houses
Pain
though.
in the arse.
yeah.
We used to go all the time, like once a year in September, school holidays, and
Oh, nice.
fucking used to love it. Eh? I think we went 4 or 5 years in a row.
Yep.
It was prime. I want to go back there with all the boys, but a heap of mates.
It was good having a bit of a convoy. We had I think we had about 7 cars and the UHFs pumping. So obviously there's plenty of shit getting yabbered on that. And but yeah, man, it was a really good time. So,
Nice.
Yeah,
And
Harry's birthday today too. Big 5 or yesterday as you're listening. So
True.
yeah,
Nice.
it's pretty.
Birthday, young fella.
It's pretty wild how quick they grow up. Like I was thinking today, he's a proper like a grown up kid now.
Yeah.
Instead of just a baby, like you look at him and you sort of look and go, "Fucking hell!"
Yeah.
He's a proper little dude now. So, it's pretty cool. But it's been fun.
It
boys.
has. Yeah, I went up to Crumbit Tops for a couple of nights.
You did? How'd that go?
Couldn't believe how nice it was, eh? I didn't realise how fucking
In
beautiful
CQ,
it is
you
up
don't
there.
realise it's a little hidden gem.
I don't think I've we used to go pig hunting up there all the time. Toddy has a block up there we used to go to. So I've always been to the Crumbit, but I've never been to the camping spot like
Mate, some of the
National Park.
greenest fucking grass I've ever seen, at the camping spot. And getting there, driving through all the cattle farms was fucking unreal.
Yeah.
Real Yellowstone vibes.
Yeah,
Like just
if you're not used to
mountains and
looking
shit.
at that sort of stuff, it is a good drive. Hey?
Proper.
Yeah, it was awesome. Loved
Yeah,
it.
nice. How the ute? Did you have the rooftop and that? In the ute?
Yeah.
Went well.
Yep. Prime.
good shit.
First sleep in the rooftop, actually.
Yeah, did you
in the
christen
Bush
it?
Company. We had a few dramas, so not going to go into that and just shit all over the missus live on air. So
Squeeze of the week.
Yeah, pretty well. Them and leeches.
Yeah.
Played golf on Saturday in the Calliope comp.
How'd you go,
Fucking
mate?
Big Red tried to walk off on hole 14, but I chained him to the buggy.
Fuck off. Don't give the
boy's
listeners
still-
any
No.
more bait.
The old boy's still up here.
Yeah.
About that.
Oh, I
He-
deserve to cop it, but it will never happen again
He
either.
had enough shots for both of us.
Yeah.
Fuck.
How'd you play, mate?
Oh, all right. Fucking didn't play to me handicap, but it wasn't
You
too
still
bad.
played a lot better than I did, as you should have. But I knew I wasn't in for a good day because we had our end of shutdown drinks, even though there's about a week left. But Friday night,
Yeah, it got
work
written
put
off.
piss on for us. And
Beautiful.
yep, I was like, righto, about 2 beers deep. I went, I'm not going to be functional for golf tomorrow. Oh, well, it is what it is.
He
And
handled it well, though. There
Was
no-
that work who put the piss on and that for the end of the shutting?
Yeah,
on
pretty
Friday
well.
night, yeah.
It's pretty
So-
good when they do that, I reckon, eh? Like
It was
goes-
mainly the
oh,
leading
yeah.
hands.
Yeah, right.
that did it,
But
but yeah.
whoever it is, though, as a work crew, it fucking goes a long way when people do
Fuck
that
yeah,
sort
man.
of shit.
And everyone
Even
was up and
pizzas or
about.
something.
Like,
Yeah.
I haven't been to a work piss up yet that was that up and about. at
Yeah, I
Taylor.
heard it
we
was
were
up-
just
up and
had a
about.
great time, went Main Street, got home about... I pulled it up reasonably early, like 1 o'clock.
Yeah.
Got home and I still woke up, just went, fuck. I was like, today's not going to be a good day.
Mate.
Shot 105, which is pretty shit. My handicap's 18, so that's 33 over. But I had fun.
That's
Like,
what
I actually
Jace,
didn't
that's-
dummy spit that often. Eh?
No,
I had
you-
one little club toss. You handed it straight back to me and I went, "Thanks,
Yeah, but
mate."
it wasn't even a throw. It was more like a piss take throw.
Yeah, it
Remember
was like-
why you're playing golf, Jace?
For fun.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not going to fucking make the tour, am I? So
Yeah.
may as well have fun.
Yeah,
Yeah, they got a couple of holes that they're refurbishing at Calliope.
Oh, that's fucking
So
good. Are
you
they making it
can't-
a bit smoother?
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Th-
Full
thank fuck.
re-turfing
So
and
you
everything.
don't play them.
Yeah.
You just write. You write what you would have got. It's all to do with your handicap and shit.
Yeah.
So because I get 4 shots for the whole fucking round. I get a shot on 4 holes,
Yeah.
like to help me out. And 2 of them were out because they had the fucking,
Oh,
they were refurbishing them. So I got a
Been
shot
grubbed.
on 2 holes.
Net bogey. It was net par for you, but it was 2 bogeys. wasn't it?
Exactly, yeah. So I had to just cop.
So we
right
got the
down
same
bogey.
score on 2 holes.
Yeah.
So I'm pretty much as good
Anyway,
as
Yeah,
paper.
you're pretty
I was
much
spewing because if
on par.
you try and birdie those cunts
Yeah.
that you've got a shot on, because it's like technically it's an eagle if you use your
Yeah.
handicap. But because you couldn't play him, you just had to cop the bogey, and I was fucking.
I was
not-
fucking stoked with it.
You would have
It's
been.
like, fuck yeah, 2 bogeys. This is prime, cunt. I could barely get one of them all day.
When's your big mission with the boys, mate?
October.
Yeah, right.
Ages
So plenty
away.
of time to get a few in, but you got to Reggie it still. You can't A grade it all the way
No,
in.
but this has been perfect
Yeah.
because I got the perfect score to try and increase the handicap a little
oh,
bit.
nice.
Because I got
Yeah.
my handicap was fucking 5.7, and I shot 8 over, so it went up a bit, but not heaps. So it looks like I'm trying to take the piss.
Yeah, that's
Dude.
good.
It
Couple
was
of
a
mine
points.
perfect score.
Mine didn't go up at all. I was like, righto, hopefully it's bumped it up a bit. No, it's still 18.
Mine went up 0.3 of a shot to a nice even 6, which is fucking beautiful.
That is nice.
Fucking good handicap.
Fucking Noah has nailed me in the
He
RRLC
did.
midweek with a screenshot.
that
the
was
dog
great.
Perfect
cunt.
timing.
That was great.
Been heaps of Origin memes in the RLC this week, which is what it's all about, isn't it?
Fucking
We just cop it for having 2 heads and fucking
Yeah, that
3
one's
teeth.
been coming out a lot in the last couple of weeks. eh?
Queenlander.
Queenlander.
Saw 52,500 at Suncorp, so there's 105,000 heads.
Yeah, I
just-
saw that one too.
I went,
And then there was, the Tobey Maguire Spider-Mans. Those
Oh,
those
yeah,
3
yeah,
Tobey
yeah.
Maguire ones, the
Yeah.
old like early 2000 ones,
Toby.
where he puts when his vision comes back because he's been bitten.
Yep,
And he puts the glasses up and then down and then up and then down, and it's like puts them up. And it's like blurred and then takes them off or something, or he puts them on and it's just a big shit instead of the Queensland emblem.
That's unreal. But you know what we don't do is kiss our fucking dads on the lips. So
That we
fuck
don't.
off.
Yeah.
Let's get into the Origin.
Yes.
You know what
let's-
this fucking stinks and reeks of to me, boys?
What's that?
Previous years where it just reeks of this.
Hmm.
Queensland under the microscope for 2 to 3 weeks. People calling for Billy to make changes. People criticising every single move everything that goes on with Queensland. The New South Wales team on a player by player, position by position is fucking bigger, better, faster. But it just stinks of Queensland coming out at Suncorp and belting them. Like, that's what it does. The whole build-up is leading towards that, I reckon.
I don't think we'll belt them. I'm going a low-scoring 1-12 Queensland win, I think. I just reckon they have there's no doubt about it, they have a fucking rock-solid team. And I think Madge has a really complete your sets, fucking push, quick play the ball, beat them in the ruck style. But I just feel like with KP being injected in there when there's a bit of fatigue and having Reece Walsh, KP and Hammer potentially on one side attacking,
Three
you can
players
defend
that
all
can
you
rip
want.
a game apart.
That's right. I just think there'll be a fucking seeing KP there. We'll have a very attacking approach, and if we complete our sets in our own half, then we're in pretty good.
Yeah,
I think.
I just reckon we will. I think that we'll. If we get on that momentum and the momentum goes our way, it's pretty hard to stop at Suncorp.
Yeah,
and
exactly.
I reckon we'll be able to lay on them that little half a second longer because the crowd will go off if there's fucking heaps of penalties.
Sure.
I just reckon the key for us is our forwards need to fucking lift.
Yeah,
I have
Big
no
time.
doubt about our attack on the edges.
Yeah.
Ches stands up in big games. Walsh, KP, Hammer, we've got the attack, we've got the speed. We need to fucking match them and win the ruck because that's what their play the balls through the middle of that second game was just shit all over us.
Yeah, a few of our
good.
forwards have been called to have a big game.
And to
Ruben
be
Cotter
honest-
needs to step up. He needs to shut everyone the fuck up, talking about his size and not being good enough in the middle during Origin. This is a perfect chance for him to step up and say, that's why I got picked, cunt.
And what I reckon is where you get your advantage out of a home crowd like Suncorp, it might not be the advantage in throwing a pass and nailing it, but what it gives you is heaps of cunt.
Yeah, it helps you
yeah.
win.
to rip in. So
the arm
for
wrestle.
us, our advantage that we're going to get from the crowd is going to be the forwards just fucking ripping in.
1%ers as well, little fucking defensive efforts. Like, this is such a cliche example, but Ben Hunt wouldn't have jumped up, made that big intercept if it was at ANZ in front of 82, I reckon. It was that little bit in that last few minutes that you just go, fuck, look where I am and the stage I'm on, and you just dig that little bit deeper.
It's going to be very, very tough for them, but fuck, they've got the side and the momentum to do it. So
100%.
Like,
It just, like you said, Grope, so it reeks of that thing where they've got the confidence. They're probably in their heads, they're going, look, we're better than them. We
Yeah.
just fucking smashed them in game 2.
yeah,
They've
People
also got a
doubting.
chance to make history. Like, I've heard it so many times over the last few weeks that, like, a New South Welshman, their, like, pinnacle of Origin Rugby League is winning a decider at Suncorp.
Yeah,
so they can
for sure.
say that they fucking did it and they shut everyone up.
That's
So
what-
there's that extra bit of hunger for them. But you've also got to listen to what you just said, and that's winning a decider at Suncorp.
Yeah.
Like, that is
Yeah,
the
but-
hardest feat in rugby
They've
league.
got a very good side, like we've said, but I think Mitch Barnett's a good inclusion for him off
Very
the bench.
good, yeah.
Him and Spencer, them coming on and giving us some curry in the middle, like we're going to have to really fucking
well,
fight
he just
fire with fire.
struggled to work out what to fucking do with Olakuatu last game, you know?
Oh, and for
Like,
me, in
they
my
didn't
head, I
work
don't
it out.
have an answer for it either. A bloke that's so dominant on the edge, but you've
Yeah.
got 2 ripper second rowers. It just
That's
doesn't
right.
really make sense. And you can't expect a bloke who's used to playing on the edge to go into the middle and just dominate like a...
Yep.
Well, that's what I'm a little bit worried about Ponga. I mean, I know he played the 80 minutes, obviously, on the weekend, but it's a bit different playing at 13.
Yeah.
in
Well,
the
how
middle for
do you
Queensland.
reckon they inject him? It's probably a good way to segue.
I honestly think...
They'll have to do that.
Yeah.
They'll have to put him through the middle.
I
and
just think
Hunt.
I just think the trick of it'll be let the boys smash the fuck out of each other, and then when the fatigue sets in, especially those blokes on the edge, like they're fit but they're still fucking big blokes. I think when that fatigue sets in, and then you can set Ponga out one pass outside the half, then you create 2 or 3 opportunities where each person getting the ball or running a line can break the game open. And no matter how good your defence is, it's up to them to read where the gap is. You know,
They'll use him as a third pivot. He'll just come
Yeah.
on and play as a 13, but just be a ball player and roam in defence,
I reckon
which
it-
is his best aspect.
Both the halves will play first receiver for once instead of the lock doing it, and then have having 2 fullbacks in attack.
Yeah, exactly right.
Have one on one side, one on the other.
just roving sort of thing.
Which is what
I think
New
the
South
best,
Wales have done with Turbo before. They've had him not
yeah.
playing full, but having him as that second fullback either side of the ruck, and they can both
It'd be
just
much easier
sweep.
for us to do it with him technically playing 13 or whatever.
Yeah, that's
which is
right.
gonna be
And
good.
Ponga, like the doubts of him only having played 80 minutes, but when it's a level player with a level of skill like Callum Ponga does, there's very few blokes that can just come in off the back of no rugby league and still rip apart a game. And honestly, Ponga is one of them.
And I think that's why he's not playing 80 minutes.
Yeah.
That's right.
Inject him in there. And this is keeping it so simple back to junior footy. If you have a bloke you're worried about in defence or you want to make sure they're covered, you put them in the middle.
Yeah.
Yep.
So they're not isolated
They've
out
got
wide. I'm
blokes
not
around
saying
them.
he can't tackle, but I mean, at least he's not going to have to make those big
Hopefully he
tackles
doesn't
on the
try
second row.
and tackle with his fucking brain like he normally does when he's in the
Who's
line.
is it Trent Liero's our 18th
18th
man?
man,
I don't really understand having him there.
Me neither, man.
Surely Valentine scores fucking this game.
Is that what you reckon?
They said, what's that? Fuck, I forgot the name of that podcast, but they put up the stats every game of what happens.
Cast Patrol.
said Valentine
Patrol?
has scored. Yeah, that's
Yeah.
it. Valentine has scored the first try in the last however many game threes at Suncorp or something.
He did too.
Hey,
He
mate.
did in short ball.
Has he been
Last
at
time,
centre
yeah.
all those ones?
Nah, he would have been on the sting.
He was centre for that one that he scored in
Yeah,
2022 because
yeah.
he had Tuolangi outside him.
I just reckon Hammer. I'm just going, we'll get to our multis later, but there's just a bloke who just...
Cobbo, I reckon, as well. Like, he's going to be on his
Robbo.
home turf, and he has been playing some
He's
fucking
been playing
rugby league
defensively.
lately, man.
He's been playing fucking well.
He's just backing himself even more, and he's building more size, and he's just playing with some absolute dog in him.
Yeah.
And I'm
It was
fucking
good to
keen
see
for that
him
in
lift
Origin.
in that defensively in that game against
Yeah.
Liam Martin.
Yeah.
That was good.
We can fucking move him in if we have to.
Origin gags.
right.
Origin gags.
He's walking
surely
around
he
with his...
scores.
I'm back on fucking oath.
Surely
Let's
he's
go,
playing with the mindset of this is probably my last Origin. I'm feeling it. I'm getting older.
Yeah, it's
And
got to
you-
be.
Suncorp game 3 decider. Just
Yeah.
fucking punch on with someone again. If shit goes all sideways, man, at the end of the game, grab someone and throw them.
Loved Corey Parker's thing. Just going, just aim up and go, boys, if someone's got to go to the fucking sin bin here, let's do it.
Yeah.
Put the fucking
Because one of
pressure
theirs
on
will
'em.
go too. Like,
That's right.
they won't just send one of ours off.
Well, Liam Martin rubbed someone's head last game, and him and Paddy both went off. So
Yeah.
they've got to send too.
Paddy's got to be massive in the middle again.
Huge.
He always is.
He
man.
is a fucking big cunt, eh?
fucking oath.
And that's what
It's
we
like a
need.
Greek god.
That size from Collins, Carrigan, and I reckon we should definitely start Fodawaker, but he's
Agreed.
a nugget as well. Like,
Yeah, it's
Ruben's
true. He's
a
not
nuggety,
big,
but
tall fucking Frankenstein like Collins is.
we
just
need
need
fucking
to-
Tino
we
and
need to-
Flegler, man.
Oh,
I think
dude,
it's
big time.
I think it's worth testing the ref out early here and
Is it
holding them
Ashley
down
again?
a little. I think so.
Yeah.
Holding them down a little bit in the ruck to try and slow that play.
Yeah,
ball
but
down.
that's sort of they got the first 2 penalties and the first 2 6 agains
Yeah.
in game 2, and that's what won them the game basically.
Yeah,
Honestly,
they got that roll
that
of
and they
momentum
were
off the back of
unreal.
that.
But
yeah, and every single possible thing come off.
yeah,
In that
right.
game,
They didn't
that will
miss
never
one
happen
opportunity.
again in a half of footy in Origin. I don't think where just every little
Just
thing
rugby
sticks.
league in general, man.
You know what's massive for us and them, but we know Moses is going to fucking kick well. Cherry's long kick needs to be on.
Yeah,
Because
100%.
if we lose 20, 30 metres because of kicking every set, we are in big trouble. So his long kicking needs to be on. Dearden won't do it.
No, that's right.
Cherry needs to do it, or Walsh.
Cherry's
Walsh has got a big
fucking he
left
does.
boot on him. So
Fuck
fuck
I
yeah.
think KP can send one as well.
give him the footy.
Let them
inside
two
the
just put up
40.
bombs. And,
Not bottoms, just long.
yeah, because Chez's kicking can literally change a game completely. Like we're on the back foot, and he sends some low dart just piercing into the corner.
In the corner.
Whether it's 40-20 or not, like all about field positioning, and it can completely change
Our-
how a game goes.
Walsh and our 2 wingers need to realise that Moses has an extra 10 metres on his fucking long kicks. So, oi, let's just give ourselves a bit. If they go the chip chase and pull it off, fucking good
Yeah.
on yous, you know?
But it's worth fucking staying
Just
back
so
that
you're
little
not
bit.
having to run back and still get it on the full,
Yeah.
but you're going backwards sort of thing. So,
It's,
I've got a lot of confidence in Cobbo and Val, and probably more confidence I've had all series from our wingers because Val's
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 playing
name's-
centre, isn't he?
Nah, he's on the sting because Tuolangi and Coates are out, and then you've got Gags.
Oh,
and
yeah,
Hammer
we
and
were
centres.
saying we should have had Gags on the wing. Yeah.
So like Val has a point to prove. Like people are calling for his jersey, so and I
Yeah,
think
they
he's
are.
going to fucking stand
I
up.
fucking
and
love
Cobbo
Val
in
on the wing.
form. Yeah,
Yeah.
like those two blokes, I think are going to fucking die for this maroon jersey.
Val first try scorer.
Mate,
not
you
a
just
bad shout.
can't. everyone says it all the time, and if you've been to Suncorp and watched a game live, you fucking know that crowd is worth fucking 6 to 10 points, I reckon.
Somehow.
100%.
Some fucking how
hell.
it just is. Like,
Yeah.
and like we said, the bit that we need to lift in, even though Walsh didn't have a great last game, got a bit dominated, the bit where we need to lift is the forwards, and I reckon that's where the crowd's going to get us home and equal them out. And it's going to be a fucking good game. I'm pumped.
Absolutely.
I'm very pumped.
You two will have to fucking sort out what you're doing because I'm on night shift.
Oh,
Unfortunately,
yeah,
so I'll
that's
have to be
unfortunate.
I'll be
Well,
You'll be able to watch it at work, but still.
I got to go
well,
to a wedding,
you know.
man. I fly to Townsville tomorrow, the Sarve, and get there. So I'll probably head to the Townsville Casino or something to watch
Well,
it.
who's
I'll
going
sit in here and pull myself silly.
Who's going to get absolutely trolleyed and reply to the speak pipe?
I'll have to.
Well,
We'll have to get on FaceTime and fucking do it.
yeah, that's right. Yeah.
Oh,
Absolutely trolleyed as a fucking. That's a good one.
Oh, we were.
We were.
Righto. Do you want to do them multis now or just?
Yeah, all right.
Yeah, we'll do them now.
Righto, you go. I've got to do one.
Righto.
Okay, I'll go, Jace. Go.
Mine's a 4-legger. This one is, you always say tactical and calculated in Origin. You still get fucking crazy odds. But with Bluebet, I've gone Queensland -3.5, the line. I just think it's going to be a close one. Cobbo, anytime. I sucked him off a bit before. And then Bradman, best. I think he'll step up for that blue jersey again in game 3.
Putting worst in.
And unders. I think it's going to be a low scorer.
Donald Worst.
So,
Done worst.
yeah, keep on, come on.
Yeah.
I'm not doing.
And then under 41.5, I think it's going to be a low scorer. $41 for that.
Oh,
Nice. I'm not
Mine's,
doing any fucking dog ass blues.
nah, fuck no.
Fucking try
No, I
scores.
didn't even fucking look at them.
Yeah, I'll just do that because we've got a few New South Wales listeners. Don't want them completely stop listening to us. So give them a
Fuck them.
little
They'll
bit
come
of-
back next week. Oh, the week after. Right. Blue bet. Let's go. I've got a 3-leg multi. Kept it very simple here. I think it's going to be a close game and not a triathlon. So I reckon under 41.5 points. I reckon we scrape the win in. Queensland 1-12, and I'm just going Hammer to score just because I think he's fucking in that
nice.
red hot form.
Has
Nice.
he?
How
He
many
hasn't
legs
played
do we-
Origin yet. That
That's
he hasn't
3
scored.
legs.
Unders, Queensland, and Hammer.
And Hammer paying
Nice.
$11.
Well,
Nice.
you want to know what's a little fucking rort of the system here,
Ooh,
boys?
what's that, son?
So Queensland to win. I reckon we may get the roll on and hammer them. So I'm not gonna just them to win at $1.85. It's pretty
Hammer?
fucking good.
Yeah.
And then I'm gonna go Val first try scorer,
Here he is.
Dane Gagai anytime.
Oh, the Gags!
That 3-legger there, Queensland, Valentine first, Dane anytime, was paying $46. And if you put Valentine for an anytime as well, you get $5 more. It's 51.
What? You're joking.
So
What? There's a glitch.
who cares?
Yeah,
Put it
yeah.
on.
Someone's fucked up the spreadsheet.
Put it on now.
So you get
What?
51s and you can blue bet boost it to 61s. Yeah.
Fucking
and it's
hell.
basically the same leg. So it's a 4-legger, but
literally.
it's really a 3-legger.
Well, if he's scoring first, he's also scoring any time.
Wow.
How
There
good.
you go.
How good's Blue Bet?
How good.
Yeah, fucking jump
So
on
you
that.
can have $61 boosted. That's boosted for that.
I love that so much more that Val is on the wing now. It's still a good bet if he's in the centres, but on the sting, fucking love that.
And then the gags is just for
Oh, gags.
for memes.
I think I'm just going to put just a
Nostalgia.
one-off gags
Just the gags.
anytime on just so
Gags,
I can
Wally
really...
Lewis medal.
I have got some great memories of that man in the
Do you
Maroons.
remember his debut?
Oh, I've
2015,
got,
I think it was. Fucking hell. From that point, he went so many games in a row. He just scored, played good rugby league. Went, how is he just doing this every single Origin?
And then he
I
played-
blinked, and he's been playing Origin for fucking 10 years.
and then he went back and played for the Rabbitohs and just fucking was shit.
Yeah.
Remember there someone did that switch where it's like
Yeah.
club Origin and then you flick it for Origin
Bennett
gags?
went on the record and said, I think I might start making him wear it underneath his Rabbitohs shirt. Wear the Queensland one underneath his
Then he went
Rabbitohs
back to
shirt.
Newey.
So I mean, there's no doubt in my mind whatsoever that man will just
Turn
give
up.
his
He's just got
100
some
fucking
serious Origin coming in,
110%. Like I said, the only bit that worries me is has the speed gone a little bit
Mm.
defending someone like Mitch Moses who's very quick and isolating him. But
But what
I've
he
got-
lacks in speed, he makes up for in cunt.
Like I said, I'm finished whinging about Fafita. Capewell, he just needs to lift, defend well, and do his job. And like you said, Gropes, I was saying about how Fafita draws people into him. Maybe they overlook Capewell and look out the back, and he just peels through on that unders line. So
Let's hope.
So thinking positive.
Thinking about Fafita, because it's not going to bring him into the squad.
No. Oh, when'd you get next year? But
I also like Nanai, first try scorer.
Yeah.
Little short ball. He's been playing pretty, like, under the radar. He's been playing pretty good footy this Origin series. And
He
all
has.
year. So,
Did we hear?
Don't mind him.
Did we hear that we finally got a little bit of an explanation on Fafita?
did we?
There was like a small one from Lockyer, and I think someone else come out and said it inside the camp that he gets. Basically, they were saying that he gets lazy when he's tired,
Which is true.
Which is why
very
we bring
true.
him off the bench. There you go.
There's an
Anyway.
answer for those. Yes, he's lazy, but he's so explosive 10 metres out, which offers
Basically,
more
they
than
were
Capewell does.
saying you don't have that Queenslander spirit when you're tired. You can't. That was that. I didn't say
Yeah.
it. They did. I just translated.
He's always been like that. Since he moved to Gold Coast, you see off the ball, he's just lumbering around, and then he's like, righto, give me a short ball 5
Do you
metres
reckon
out.
if the going gets real tough and hard, that he would go dig deep? I don't. That's
No,
just
I
not
don't either.
right.
I also don't think Kurt Capewell will.
Fucking
No,
oath
yeah,
he will.
yeah, he will.
You
Kurt,
reckon?
he will-
Defensively, yes, but in attack, he doesn't offer much.
He will have that's what you want.
I just
defensively.
think for Fafita off the bench, he will have that cunt in him if he's playing 20 minutes each side of half time.
Yeah.
And I've been watching him
I know.
after being whinging about him for ages, not getting picked. He's been taking some fucking tough carries out of his own end and putting in work for the Titans. I know that's a different story, but I just think if he's picked, so this might be the smartest move from Billy ever, because he's probably fucking stinging that he's going left out this whole year. And if he says to him next year, this is your chance, bud, surely if there's any time ever, if he gets picked next year, he'll be going, watch this cunt.
That's a good point.
Yeah.
Righto. Let's hope. Let's
Also,
go.
worst case scenario is that we sit here and we talk about how Capewell lacks this and blah, blah, and he just proves us wrong.
I
and he
haven't said
wins
one
Origin.
bad word.
Proves me
Capewell-
completely wrong, wins Origin,
Mate.
and then I go, okay, I'm glad I ate my words.
Mate, if
Defensively.
Fafita wasn't there, I wouldn't have an issue with Capewell. That was my whole thing. I wasn't shitting on the man. I was just saying I think a better choice was there. So
that's right.
Anyway, we won't get bogged down on.
Let's
on that again.
let's just hope that, Cape will
The
play his
crowd-
80 minutes and the crowd will lift.
The crowd will lift the Queensland forwards.
Yep.
Fucking oath.
The NRL games, we'll start with the Rabbitohs and the Dolphins. Look, it wasn't the best game at all. Entertaining, I suppose. But I forgot my tips on Thursday.
I
which
forgot.
Was just
I forgot the
unreal.
whole round, boys.
Did you?
It's because
Well,
we didn't do them on Monday.
Bro, I forgot the whole round. I went, I wonder who I tipped there. Looked, no, can't.
So you
So what'd you
didn't.
get?
How many
All
did you get?
four, none. I didn't tip any.
But
I
the
don't-
home
gives you
teams
a
must have won.
default.
I don't know. I just got X's. I don't know if
Oh,
we set it up. For
you got nothing.
Nothing.
So it
bro.
wasn't the away team
I
thing.
don't. Let me check right now.
We've
But
fucked.
do you know
we've
what?
done you in there.
I even had a look when there was one game to go and crack the shits and just went, fuck it, I'm not even tipping. So there was only,
That's real me walking
Actually,
off a
hang
golf
on.
course.
No,
floor.
you should have got one away team.
I did
the
get
Dragons.
Oh yeah, I did get one.
You would have got the
one
Dogs.
out of 5.
Yeah,
Duh.
because you got the Dogs.
I'm fucking kicking myself over this because
There's
I
a bit of ground.
had Finns tipped and then I changed it to bunnies like half an hour before
Just-
kickoff.
Yeah, you did.
I know.
You did. I was
Dumb.
here.
I went, oh, you know what? Cody Walker, White, and Damien Cook. Yeah, the spine's still good.
Yeah.
Forgetting that the best part about Rabbitohs last month was Latrell and Cameron Murray.
Coming
Did you,
back.
do you know what I was steaming about? Sunday, I was cruising around mowing the lawn. While I was mowing, I'm like, I'll put a multi on the salve. Who am I thinking? In my head, I went, right, just simple, Manly to win, turbo, Hamole. Like just the most simple in my head bet
Manly
ever.
multi, yeah.
So I was
Didn't
meaning to
that get
put it
up?
on and then got distracted with the kids and that.
no.
Looked, just kicked off 2 minutes and I just sat there and went, watch this fucking thing win.
And it did.
And it-
I look
pissed him.
at who, and I was like, ow! That is just exactly
I had the
how it
same
goes.
one, except I needed Fletcher Sharp.
Oh, yeah.
Old Blunt. Just fucking did not score for
I
me.
had. I can't believe that I didn't just fucking print money on Saturday because we
Mate.
won some racing bets on the show.
Yeah, that's good.
Holy!
You got
I got hold.
That'll
Again.
come up on Thursday night, but holy, you got hold.
Another holding.
I've just
But
been
that's all right.
bashing favourites and it's been working in the
In the
Yeah, I need to
G1.
start doing the same
You're
thing,
undefeated
eh?
in the UK.
That's it.
Fuck, man, we won some bets.
That's good.
Like in-flight one. Button got his 3-leg win multi.
Oh,
Barb's thing run a place at like $3 a place. The listeners got both theirs and their
dude,
multi.
that was
for
huge.
fuck's sake.
That was huge.
They got both their legs on,
They
and
are
then their
burying
2 legs.
And that was fake Ben Wilson as well.
Yeah, did you see
The
that?
imposter.
No.
You haven't heard
Bro,
about it?
I've been like
Oh,
off the
mate.
grid.
Righto.
Give him the rundown.
We'll run you down.
Run me.
Righto. I might just get it up in the RRLC.
Run me
I
through it.
won't be able to. So, got a mess. Ben Wilson got the nod
Yep.
for the listeners. 5 units.
Yeah.
So we had 3 SpeakPipe messages come through from Ben Wilson. One of them, not sure which one, whether it was OG Wilson or the other one, went on the fucking Thursday night footy. Stupid cunt.
Yeah.
So he's resent it and said, sorry, boys, I fucked up, blah, blah, blah.
It's
and then,
the latest Ben Wilson one. I put my name next to it and everything. You'll be
yeah,
able to
it's,
tell.
don't worry about the first one. So that's what's confused us because then another one's come through that we didn't look at all of them. We just went, oh, it's the latest one. Righto, sweet,
Yeah.
bang, played it. Two-leg, well, it was 2 horses, both of them to win 2 units on and a 1-unit win multi with both of them in it.
Yeah.
And got a message on Friday and go, hey, boys, I don't know what's happened, but you played some other bloke's fucking tips.
You are kidding.
And we were like, no way.
Double
like,
Ben Wilson.
and I've gone back through, looked at the bloke who's messaged, looked at the bloke who got tagged in the post, and that was the one who said you didn't play mine.
Oh,
yeah.
So other Ben Wilson has just seen his name, not even you are tagged in this thing, must have just seen his name and has gone, that's me.
Well, I probably would have done the same thing.
I know.
Yeah.
So OG
What are the
Wilson,
fucking odds of that?
did OG Wilson's bets get up?
No, I don't
Because the
think
ones
so.
we posted
Yeah.
on the thing all got up and pissed him. But
Yeah.
it shouldn't have even been his bets.
So we've got to give Wilson Imposter another go because he
won.
Yeah.
He printed.
Yeah.
But then I feel like we've robbed OG Ben Wilson of his chance.
Of his chance. So he's going to go after,
Yeah,
is he?
if that's what I was texting him the other
Battle
day
of the
about it,
Bands.
and he's like, "What's the plan?" I was like, "I reckon we give Ben
Imposter.
Wilson, the imposter, another go because that's some big plums
That's
for you to step
fucking-
up like that."
That's
And
unreal.
Then when he loses, we'll give OG a go.
OG,
You can
yeah.
understand how it happened because there's no way in, let's be honest, reasonably small group compared to the world of Ben Wilson.
Yeah,
For a double up in the RRLC of Benny's.
So everyone's into us going, oh, Quino's away for 1 week and it's all this shit. And I'm going, yeah, it did all go to shit, but also, what the fuck were we supposed to do?
we did.
that's the Swiss
Honestly,
cheese.
when I drew it out
That's
and I
awesome.
did it, and I was like, "Yep, Ben Wilson," and then I went to tag him, and I went, "Nah, that's not him." There's the profile picture there. I was like, "Oh, what's the go with that?" And then the confusion. I was like, "Should I have said Ben Wilson and the one that I tagged, but also said in the status?" Not you, other Ben Wilson.
Nah,
cunt.
just
because I feel like
tagged.
I did. I tagged him. I did my bit. I
Yeah.
made sure it was the right one. Messaging him. Yeah, there's 2 more.
That's
and then this
great.
little sneaky
That's
cunt
as Reggie as it comes.
Oh,
too.
is that
That
good?
is so fucking Reggie.
It was fucking
That's awesome.
prime. And the fact
he
that his
won.
bets have pissed up too.
Oh,
Yeah, that is immortality.
Yeah. So
That's shit.
it all come down to the last at Doomben.
Yeah.
And I'm going, and that was Barb's sent a listener exclusive
yeah.
in. He gave us a listener exclusive on Badua Romance, which was paying 20 to 1 or something. And I'm like, this would be unreal if Barb's fucking trained horse stops the listeners. Like
yeah.
Barb saves the day
yeah.
for us. And ended up running third, and theirs got home by like half a head or something. It was great
good
to
on 'em.
see.
Should we? I saw something in the RLC as a new B1, B2.
Yeah. Ben v. Ben.
Yeah. Could be.
Anyway, fucking
that's
funny.
that's awesome.
You can't write
no,
that stuff.
you can't.
But we'll get back into the footy.
Yes.
Sharks flog the Tigers.
Pumped.
Worrying
Pumped.
for the Tigs. They're just an up and down side, so watch out for them this week, I reckon. Who are they
they
playing? I heard Benny Elias on the radio over the weekend, and fuck, man, he was that good to listen to because he was so passionate. He said, like, I've been supporting this club since I was 6 and played for him and everything, lived out everyone's dream,
Yep.
loves the club, just wants answers, apologised to the fans and everything. Benji did too. He come out and said sorry to the fans. It was just a fucking horror show, eh? And
58 to 6 is.
it's been going
worthy
on
of an
for
apology.
a while, you know, and like They've sacked the board, sacked every cunt.
I was stoked with it personally, thanks to punting. But,
Oh,
but
yeah.
I mean,
I think it's just time for them to change their performances.
Well,
They've
what are
changed
they-
everything else.
They've just got to win.
Just do better.
They've
If they
changed everything
start
else.
scoring more points than the other team, then they'll win.
Yeah, well, something's got to happen because
They're in a rebuild
losing.
as well, though, to be
How
fair.
long
so-
for, though?
Well,
Fuck.
yeah, they were in a rebuild and they've started another rebuild.
Oh. Then they just sacked the whole fucking board.
Yeah.
Anyway, Benji's got some serious work
How
to
they? I
do.
wonder how their squad's looking like if they've cleared a few out to try and make big. Well, they got Luai coming.
Luai's
next year.
coming, yeah.
That'll be big.
There's another one, isn't there? Another player coming
Oh, there
next year.
probably would be, yeah.
Well, there's what's his name's going to Penrith? Fucking
Oh, Papali'i.
yeah, Papali'i's going to Penrith.
What a Kamanu is probably going to leave as well.
And he would have
Really?
And mate, Papali'i would have been on massive coin from his time at the Eels. Remember
Yeah.
that? He
Well,
just
that's right.
was
He
unreal.
burst onto the scene
Yeah,
and then
so
he's
that'll
kind of
free
dropped
up-
off a bit.
that'll
But
free
yeah,
up a bit of
apparently
cap.
Udakamanu was seen on a flight to Brisbane, so not for the Bronx though, for the Finns.
Fucking Finns.
I know, just got
poaching.
every forward in the world. Share them around.
The Titans did their job against the Eels.
3 in a row, is it?
You clowns put everything into Fafita and no scoring there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was pumped when he went off with a sore dome. It's like, did ya? That first half, I was very confident
Yeah.
when he was sniffing around. I was
Yeah.
like, here we go.
Every
Anyway.
time I do a Titans multi and I back Jojo Feeder, Cam Pereira scores a fucking hat trick and vice versa.
That
It's
bloke
like a flip of a
loves scoring
coin,
tries.
man.
I
Both
have
wingers.
got a question for you, Jace.
Do ya?
Tell me why
Ain't
Katoni
nothing but a
Staggs thinks that he can fucking get away with being a bystander for almost the entire season and then come out and play probably the best 20 to 25 minutes I've fucking ever seen him play, be so dominant and powerful, and then think that he can just disappear for another
It's
6
that
weeks.
concreter in him, mate. They fucking hook in for a
Exactly.
little bit. But
It's
He's got to
fucking
make
bullshit.
his
Never a full
contract
day's
worthy, otherwise he's concreting and bricklaying next year.
How-
It gives Kevy a reason to keep him.
Can you have that in the locker and not do it at least fucking every second
Well,
game?
it's since his whole career. It's like, yeah, you know that potential he's got and what he can do in a game, but he just goes into hiding, and that's why I don't fucking rate him. Like,
neither
I do
do
not
I.
rate him. When he plays a game like that and he almost wins us a game, you go, fuck, why can't you do that every single
Mate,
game?
there's
Just-
no doubt about it. That fucker is so powerful.
Yeah.
Like, as in, like, he can be off balance and still just fucking shove someone about 4 meters
Yeah.
and keep running and shit. Like, he would be an absolute cunt to tackle.
Is it a confidence thing?
if
Like,
he showed up,
Yeah, but that's what I mean. How
does he
How
get
can you be like
intimidated
that?
easy or something? Like,
I don't know. Do
if
they
you're
not
doing
give
that
him the
kind of
ball
shit,
enough,
dude.
or-
Nah, fuck, he's not coming for the ball enough, man. Out of our own end, you don't see him take that many hit ups, and it feels like he just goes. Like he was outshadowed by Herbie Farnworth last year. Herbie was centre
Yeah,
of the
he got
year.
rid of the wrong bloke.
So now it was kind of his time to step up and say, "Righto, show us why we kept you," and he just hasn't.
he never does.
Never does. He goes missing in the big
That
games.
was unreal,
and
that
it
20
hurts
minutes.
me
Oh.
because you just want
hurts
him
me.
to do that every single game, but he does it 3 times a year. Enough to
No,
keep
he
his job.
doesn't. He's done it once this year.
Yeah, and that's low numbers. Usually it's about 3 times.
Fucking, oh, man. I was sitting there
Definitely
happy.
a lot of potential there, but it just doesn't.
but how long
Not
is the
consistent,
potential
eh?
to go
That's
for?
like
Like,
the
he's getting
Fafita thing
old.
where we're saying there's that much potential there, but like Katoni has that fucking power and stuff
Oh,
and speed
yeah.
and strength, but he just doesn't use
He was
it
dead
enough.
set unstoppable. He
Fucking-
just ran out of time.
He fucking ran 40 metres and scored without his footy boot on.
Oh, I wish he could kick goals, but
Yeah. Wish he could
Yeah.
play better more often.
fuck, it was unreal. But then I got angry about it. Even though he
Yeah.
was playing well, I was like, this is fucking pissing
That's what
me
I
off.
mean.
Because you don't
Where's this
do that.
been?
Where?
Yeah, it's not even enjoyable to watch when he is good because he's so annoyed.
Don't worry about the carries out of his own end. Fucking, if you don't want to do that, but you do that in attack, then we'll live with not having
Yeah.
fucking hard carries out of your own end if you can produce that
Do you
in
reckon
attack.
it's anything to like the halves that have been out and you haven't sort of second tier halves and not putting him in the
Third
space to
tier
be able
now.
to use it?
Yeah,
Like,
but
do you
even
think
when we
that's-
had Renault and that, he's still like, for the last 5 years at Brisbane, he goes, he's hot and cold every single
No,
week.
I'm
Doesn't
just trying
matter
to
who
think
he's
of
with.
any other reasons why
He played in Origin 2 years ago, I think, and he was
Yeah, bring
pretty
him
fucking
back.
quiet. Yeah, I'd happily
Yeah.
watch them pick him.
Anyway,
We're in
All
shambles
I've
too,
got-
by the way.
yeah, we're fucked. We've got the flights booked September 1, Bali.
We're going. The boys are going straight to Bali.
Yeah.
Yeah. All I've got written here for the last game is Manly hump.
Which they
literally,
did.
it was just a
Manly did hump.
rugby
Yeah.
league textbook.
Turbo back
Humping.
at fullback. Is that just while Kohler
I don't know.
is injured?
But fuck, he looked good there. Like, better
Didn't he?
than last week at centre.
Yeah, funny that.
Yeah. He looked horrible at
He's
centre.
a
Preferred
really good
position-
fullback, but I'm like, well, what he's doing? He's fucking saving his hammies, or you're like, oh no, his hammy pulled up fucking sweet from that game. Get back there.
Nah, Cole was injured.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So
But
I
I just
think-
mean, I
Give it
wonder
3
if-
more weeks, though, and Turbo will start getting a little bit tight in the hammy, and then bang.
Just stretch more.
Yeah. Just go. Has he been to America?
Have they got
Yeah,
any
fuck,
Americans?
He's
Go
the,
back, cunt.
he's the OG.
Just get
Yeah.
a first aid bloke from America, and he'll just know hammies.
Maybe they ran out of cash.
Maybe.
Ran out of hammies.
Go to the Roosters, mate. They got plenty.
Oi, before we move on from the NRL, you reckon we should have a quick chat about the next Immortal?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah,
like
that's a
just
great
who
point.
you boys sort
You
of
mean
think.
Darren Lockyer or?
Yeah,
That's
like
exactly what I'm gonna say.
obviously that's a fucking but it's hard for us to talk about a little
Yeah,
bit
it's impossible.
because like how far back do you go?
I want to get the list up because I know that.
Is there even a list?
Well, there's got to be because
I don't think
they
there
put nominations
There wasn't
forward
one the other day.
because you can only get nominated 3 times before you're out of the
Ah,
immortality
really?
race. And Lockyer, this is his 3rd.
Oh,
well, he's
right.
in then.
That's
it.
right. Lockyer has to be in because he's already been in twice. So if he's not in this one, a bloke who is
gone.
absolutely deserving of being an immortal is gone.
Yeah,
very true.
I agree with you. He deserves it, and I reckon he will get it. But you know who was an immortal in my head, just personally, and people might disagree with me, is Jonathan Thurston. Cunt, I fucking love him.
He'll
mate.
Yeah,
get
for
it.
sure.
He'll
but
go
I don't
in.
think it's his time
No,
yet.
me neither. But like in my head, when I think of immortal
Yeah.
and who has brought me the most fucking joy
Yeah.
in my life watching footy, it is JT.
Well, Cameron Smith and Thurston will go in,
Yeah.
especially Smith.
Yeah.
Especially both of them.
Yeah,
both of them probably should go in. If you had to pick 2 out of 3, I'd pick Thurston and Smith, maybe over Lockyer, and that hurts me to say that. You know, like
Yeah.
he dominated 2 positions.
So that's
You know what I
right.
mean?
Yeah,
Like-
100%, man. That's what I mean. I
Lockyer
just
has equally as like I wouldn't say immortal careers in both positions, but like people say Billy changed the fullback role. I would argue that Lockyer did.
Yeah.
And then when he went to 5'8", he had his fucking best years. Like
Lockyer
no one
changed
is-
it.
Yeah, 2 positions that good in both positions.
Lockyer changed it, and then Billy just fucking mastered it. sort of
That's
thing.
right. Yeah.
But yeah,
yeah.
that's
I've got a list
Who-
up here
yeah,
of
who
like
else?
possible. I don't know if it's
Ron
the
Coote. He's on the
actual-
list,
Oh,
isn't he?
root.
Oh, Ronnie Coote's on the list. Well, he was last time.
Big fuck.
Here we go. Let me find it quickly. So, the current immortals. Do you want me to read the current ones
Yeah,
out?
I'll-
Everyone knows.
yeah,
We've
quick.
got Artie Beetson, Dave Brown, Frank Burge, Clive Churchill, Bob Fulton, Reg Gasnier, Joey Johns, Graham Langlands, Wally Lewis, Big Mal Meninga, Herbert Messenger, Norm Proven, and Johnny Raper. And fucking Prime website doesn't
I'm pretty
even tell
sure
me
there
who's
isn't
nominated.
much of a fucking list yet, eh?
Johnny Consensual.
Because I
But,
tried to.
Oh wow. Bro,
Oh well, someone
just
keep.
fucking
What about
tell
Alf?
me who.
Has Alf been thrown around?
Nah, probably not.
Or has he missed the sort of they've moved? Because that's what I sort of think. Having Joey in there, I'm like, well, do you go back before Joey, or have they pretty much said
No,
it's from
you
Joe?
can definitely.
Yeah, well, here we go. Sterlo could be
Oh,
a
yeah.
chance.
Sterlo was talked about, but then fuck, who were they saying that you've got to have in there from back in the day? A fair
Well,
bit.
along with Lockyer, there would be a few older blokes,
And that's what I
including
mean.
Sterlo. This could be their last.
There'd be
chance.
older lads listening saying, "What about this bloke?" And I'm literally just from what I can remember. You know
Yeah,
what I mean?
I just feel
can't-
like likes of GI, Thurston, Smith, those blokes from that 8 in row Queensland era, they will have their time. I just don't know.
Yeah, they
right
they
now.
won't even be fucking discussed in
Yeah.
this one.
no.
That's a guarantee that they're going to be immortals.
Lockyer makes the most sense, man.
I agree. Yeah.
Fuck, who did they say? They fucking said someone the other day that we wouldn't have ever watched
Yeah,
play
nah,
because he retired.
I think it was
before.
either on Bloke or one of the shows they were talking about, and there was a name that I didn't ring a bell for me.
It rang a bell for me. I just would never have seen him play.
Yeah.
I
That's
just
what I
can't
should've
remember
said.
the fucking name. But yeah, all those blokes that you're gonna know, like they won't get spoken about for years.
How come
Yeah.
Johns was so quick then?
Well, there was a lot of
Dunno.
controversy around that, wasn't there?
Well, that's what I mean about it. Doesn't make sense to me that Johnsy got put in, and obviously deserves to be there. There's
Yeah.
no question about
Yep.
it. But I'm like, to me, once you get to a certain stage, you'd think that they've picked all the people from further back. Like having him in there that early for me, I'm like someone like Alf or from that era.
That's right, yeah.
I'm like, wouldn't you put them
There's
in?
going to be
for-
preference of the blokes who could possibly miss out
Mm.
because they've been around for so long. And that's why, like, if Joey getting picked so early and if Lockyer misses out and you look back in fucking 20, 30 years' time, those were the two players that, like,
that
were the best halves of that era.
Yeah.
That mid-2000s era. And it's like, there's no way Lockyer doesn't deserve to be an Immortal if Joey is.
Brett
was-
Kenny.
Yeah,
That's who
yeah,
it was.
yeah,
Oh, yeah, yeah.
They were going, he fucking deserves it.
What
but
was your favourite Lockyer moment? I've got two in my head.
Oh, dude. Probably out the
Guys
Origin
can't remember.
2005. That
Six.
sorry, yeah,
2006.
the intercept try,
Oh,
that
can't-
was
yeah,
fucking
yeah.
unreal. But Broncos memories, probably
his
the
last game.
Yeah, his last game, the field goal against Dragons,
broken
got his
jaw.
cheekbone smashed into pieces.
It was
Or-
a semi-final. We
Yep.
made the prelim, but he couldn't play because he had a broken jaw. But he
No,
won
bro.
us the game at Suncorp. Field
First
goal.
time I cried over a game of footy was that that prelim where he didn't play. I was like, we would have fucking made the grand final if Lockie wasn't injured.
I've got two. One is that intercept. That's just
It's on the top of everyone's
that's an immortal
list, I think.
play
Yeah,
in the
that's
history
right.
of rugby league and Origin.
The fact of like the context of that was that they told Lockie and all those boys for that Origin game, if you don't fucking win this, we're bleeding in a whole new era of Queenslanders. So
Yeah.
this is your last chance. And he goes and does that.
But I think my favourite one was when he made the call to put the bomb up off the fucking tap.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah.
that-
2009.
Mate, yeah, I don't know. It fucks me, date, but just we just going. Let's fucking go.
Have you
After
heard
the
that-
Steve
penalty
Price got
and
knocked
just
out?
kicked it, bud, and just it was just attack.
Was
That-
it
Kurt Gidley? That poor
yeah.
cunt.
Fuck.
Well, he wasn't even
He
meant
didn't
to get
deserve
it.
it.
Yeah,
Lockie has said just recently that Smith was just supposed to give him the ball, like to their forwards.
Oh,
like
yeah.
just he didn't understand. Just give it to him. So he's put the bomb up, and poor old Kurt Gidley has just.
They should have given it to
"Oh."
because it was Brett White and Trent Waterhouse, wasn't it?
Yeah, Waterhouse come third man in, but Brett White did get him before.
fucking oath.
he
Brett
even
White
touched
knocked him out.
Pricey and Brett White, that was a fucking great punch on.
That
Yeah.
sucked for us.
It did
But,
suck for
but
us.
that
We already
for
won.
me, Lockyer, like that was just beautiful. I wish
Yeah.
that still happened. That
I had
sort of shit.
the privilege. This is the only Origin game I've been to. So my first and my last one was Lockie's last.
Oh yeah.
2011
That was
game
sick.
3.
Yeah.
And Jason Hetherington, he was water runner at the time and like helped out in the Queensland camp. And Pedro was talking to him after the game because he helped get tickets to go to it and that.
Yeah.
And obviously we were like, holy fuck, like that Queensland crowd is something else. And Jason Hetherington reckons that game 3 for Lockie and the decider was the craziest Origin atmosphere he's ever experienced. And he has played in Origins and
Yeah,
been a
yeah.
part of heaps. And he said he's never seen anything like that.
I
No,
know.
I
They
think-
just turned up for Lockie in his
I don't
last
think
game.
there's one thing for sure. I don't think anyone's whinging if Darren Lockyer is
No.
announced as the
Not
next
at all.
Immortal.
I'd say if you're right about this is his third time, he'll have to go. He'll have to get in.
Yeah.
Fucking oath. That's- especially if a couple of others that get nominated, it's not their third time.
Yeah.
Surely
I think
that's
if-
got to play into it a
I
bit.
think Ronnie Coote was nominated last time, so he might have to. I don't know if he will
get the
get
hips
in.
moving.
But anyway, yeah. Another Lockyer one was when him and Lottie Takiri scored like 2 minutes into an Origin game, 0-2, I think it was. Back when he was still fullback.
I've
Ran
seen
the
that.
whole field. It
Yeah.
was unreal.
I have
But
seen
the
that.
last game, kicked the field goal with a broken jaw was prime and the intercept. Also. And one more, when he won the game in the last, the siren had gone and he kicked it to Dan and Kemp.
Oh,
on the
That's
wing.
right, against Para.
mate.
Against Para.
That was fucking unreal.
How good was
Lockier's
that try?
kicking
Yeah.
game was just game changing, bro.
Well,
It was
fucking
fucking
very well
unreal.
done
That chip
from
that he put
Kemp
in for
there
Billy
too.
Slater, that famous Origin try.
Yeah,
where he
yeah.
chipped it, Billy Slater picks it
When
up.
Billy was
chips
miles
it again.
onside.
All right,
Yeah,
put him
miles
in.
onside.
Get him
Fucking
in.
get him in.
Fuck,
get him in,
this has
get
got
him
me
in.
fired up.
Me too.
Fuck, I miss Lockie, man.
What about the AFL? Charlie Cameron suspension, 3 matches. I was supposed to show you the footage of this before we come on air for a front-on tackle around
I can
the
show you
chest.
it right now if you want.
Around the
Yeah,
chest.
yes, it
All he did was drive old mate's chest
was
into the ground like
the
a good
contact on the
tackle.
ground,
Got
yeah.
3 games for it.
What?
Try and see
Here,
what
turn
that
it down.
was.
Fucking Jesus Christ.
Sorry, mate.
Just turn it off. I can't see.
Watch.
Oh, yeah, here it is. Here it is.
Grabs him.
Good tackle and
Are you kidding me?
3 games.
That's as soft as a
Clutches at his head.
turd.
And then 3 games for that.
Alex Davies for the Gold Coast. Going to get the footy. I don't like he's got suspended for it as well, but they are trying to rub that out of the game where if someone's got their head over the ball and you make the front on contact, it's a fucking free kick.
I think I've seen that on the Reggies page. We must follow a bit of stuff to do with it. I think I saw a highlight of that exact thing you were talking about.
Head over the ball and winning the footy is what the game is fucking built on.
Yeah.
That's the whole...
Some of midfielders' best aspects.
That's what it's built on. But
over the ball.
if you get there first and your opponent's a little bit late and you make front on contact, I reckon fair enough because they're trying to make it so that
they beat you beat them there, you get the advantage sort of thing.
And if you make a mistake, ask fucking Sully. If you're a bit late, then you get fucking smacked for it.
Yep.
So I do kind of agree with that. Malcolm Rose has got 1 week for a blatant elbow to the head, so I don't know how that works. He's running past nowhere near the footy. Footy's fucking 50 metres away, and he just sticks the elbow up and cleans old mate up in the ear. Gets 1 week, but that tackle got 3.
What the fuck was that even for? Like, what are they saying was wrong with that?
Rough conduct or something. Rough.
It's the head slam.
Rough conduct.
That's what they say.
Are you fucking kidding?
Was it
You were too
Dangerfield's
rough.
tackle on Sam Walsh where I think he got overturned or someone tackle and it's like the contact's all right and then they hit the ground real hard and it slams. Like you're not allowed to do that.
I don't get it though.
It's out of your control. A lot of the time it's out of your control. So why should a player be penalised for it and
Make
have to
the
miss?
grass softer.
Yeah. But that's the reason. How about Isaac Heaney? He's now out of the Brownlow race because of that fucking hit that he made against the St Kilda player where he turned around, kind of swung his arm. 50-50 call most of the time.
Yeah, but he's hit him in the head, hasn't he?
It hit him in the head, struck him. But, like, if that is 2 centimetres lower, it's play on. Yeah,
but
whatever.
it wasn't,
like,
though.
I know, but it feels
He's elbowed him in the head.
It wasn't an elbow. It was kind of like spun around trying to get off the player, and it's hit him. I think, like, yes, unfortunate, you hit him in the face, and you get a week for it, but he's out of the Brownlow race now, and it is fucking Patrick Cripps to lose.
He's going to win, yeah.
Or maybe Bont. If
Have a look at
Dogs
this
keep
one.
playing better, it'll be Bont.
Here's the last one.
Yeah, right.
Hang on. This got 3 weeks. This is a textbook how you get taught to tackle.
3 weeks?
Because his head's hit the ground. That's what the penalties, the free kick was for. And look, it does hit the ground, but
How do you
it's a
stop
tackle.
doing that?
You can't control it.
He literally grabs him around the torso and just
Pins the arms, which is what you get taught to do.
Yeah, that is a textbook tackle. Is pinning the arms
So
so,
they
they
can't
can't
get rid of the ball.
Proper
holding
textbook
ball.
tackle, and he got 3 for it.
Is it surely the AFL community is absolutely losing
Oh,
their shit over that, aren't they?
I'd love to be in some
Yeah.
utes right now, listening to this just blowing up.
Everyone is blowing up about it.
Yeah. The Toby Bedford one for me is the worst out of the 3. The Charlie one is very close second.
Yeah.
And then the Alex Davies I can live with because if you get to the footy second and old mate's got his head over the ball, then you've got to learn to not fucking go in as hard.
Do you think this will be a thing where they go hard on that and then slacken off? Because I don't mean to jump back to NRL, but Jace reffing a game on the weekend. Roger Tuivasa-Sheck got sent for fucking 10 for the Jaden Campbell tackle the other day. And the similar one got done on the weekend, and it wasn't even a penalty. David Fafita stayed down, and it was the exact thing, soft as, but I'm going, he might go for 10 here. Didn't even call a penalty. And then there was a hit around the head, no penalty. And I'm going, sweet, but is that going to be the same next
That's what
week?
we all beg for is consistency.
Whatever
from
the
refs.
fuck it is,
Yeah.
just keep it like
Yeah.
that.
Consistency.
It's just so hard, man, when you've got to... It's up to interpretation, eh? When it's not black and white.
But I mean, that goes to the bunker, though.
yeah, I know.
You know?
Yeah.
So when the play gets... I understand on the fly.
But there's still someone in the bunker.
Yeah, that's
You know
right.
what I mean?
But I
Like-
mean, surely, it's the exact same thing that past horizontal driving, hit
Yeah.
the back but past horizontal, and then contact with the head. You go, fuck me, it's so confusing sometimes.
Soon as I know what you're saying, it goes to the bunker, but there's still a human in there.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
it's still up
yeah.
to an interpretation
That's right,
at the end of the day.
But
And
it's
how many
just
times do they
so
come out on
opposite.
Monday morning and they say, yeah, we fucked up on that call?
Yeah.
And it's like, okay, well, your fuck up can cost a game.
It'd be the
I wouldn't-
worst fucking job in the world.
I was just
You
about
can't
to
make
say
mistakes,
that.
man.
I would not enjoy to do that. But
You got to be
do it better.
thick-skinned. Fucking very
better.
Just
thick-skinned.
do it better, man.
We got to get moving here, boys.
Yep.
Because I am on night shift tonight. That's what
all
I'm
right.
doing for you, by the way, Reggies.
I'm fucking jealous,
Not
man.
sleeping, and I'm coming in and recording early and then going to fucking work.
We'll just quickly say all three of our teams got up.
Yes, we're going to
see.
go through the games now. The flag,
okay.
take it away, the Flag Cats.
Flag Cats soar into third, boys.
They've
Tied
beaten-
second.
They've beaten Collingwood, who are the reigning premier. Collingwood are now 12th, fellas, with they're a full win and percentage outside the 8.
The dogs
Yep.
are-
Another premiership hangover. That was the Cats last year, and now the
Yeah,
Pies.
everyone's referring to us last year and how hangover, and so they're comparing it a lot.
One person out of us three that wasn't you two left the Pies out of their top 8, actually. So
Oh, yeah, and you put Freo
and
in
they
instead.
put Freo in. So strange.
Very strange. We are building a bit of confidence and looking real good
You'll
into
lose
the
this
business end of this. Okay, righto. Well, we've got 6 games left
Just fucking
at
shut all over
Kidinya
in
Park.
there.
Pretty sure we play Dogs at Kidinya Park this
week, and the hot and
Yeah.
cold, they're going to be hot dogs this
Fuck,
week,
man,
boys.
they are hot and cold. But
Yeah.
honestly, I'm stoked with how he played and our win. But I also thought, fuck, is Collingwood just shit? Or is
Yeah.
that a really solid
Well,
win
we'll
from
find
us?
out this week because Hawthorn play them. Play Collingwood.
Oh,
Oh,
right.
yeah.
And you play the cold dogs or the hot dogs. Who you
Yeah,
going to get?
well, this is what I mean. They were real
Vegan
hot
dogs
last week.
or meat dogs.
yeah, I'm going the dogs, that's for sure.
Hot last week against
too.
Carlton, so now they're going to be a bit chilly and cold.
Yeah.
They're not
yeah.
going to fucking beat us at Kidding.
Mighty Hawthorn and the mighty
Hot
Tasmania
tour.
Stadium. We need a petition to fucking cancel this Tassie team so that we can keep playing home games down there because
Tassie
it is a
Hawks.
fortress.
I'm
Bruce
sure
and
the Hawthorn
Newcomb,
fans would love to do that.
Will Day in the last quarter. Newcomb, fucking, we're going to be a force in 2 to 3 years' time. That's for sure. The Swannies, back to
Hump.
their best.
Hump.
Hammered them. But I just got a little. It's a big game this week. Lions play the Swans at the Gabba.
Ooh.
Huge. Lions are 2 points away from second.
Yeah, bro. They've climbed up into fourth.
Yeah,
They're
they've been
fourth.
forgiven the monkeys off the back and out of the hole, and now they're
Players
they're
coming
going.
back
They're
too.
into
Will Ashcroft's back from injury.
Yeah.
But you don't
I
have
can't
Charlie
believe they're
Kerner for 3
fourth.
weeks.
Charlie Cameron.
Yeah, sorry, Cameron.
I
Fuck,
can't
always
believe
do
they're
that.
fourth and they're 2 points away from Carlton, man, in second. It's fucking
Yeah.
unbelievable. The fucking Blues, I hate them. They've done me out of
Dude, yeah, they hold you big time.
25 units on the
Oh.
punch show. But the Western Bulldogs have got to be the definition of hot and cold. We've just said it. It's just getting ridiculous now.
It's literally
Flogged by Port last week,
40 points.
who are also hot and cold.
Very.
And then they come and beat one of the premiership favourites. Well,
Second place, Carlton as well.
fine.
In Melbourne, it was like,
how do you tip them?
you can't. If Dogs just found a bit it's easier said than done, but you find consistency and they're pushing for the fucking top 4 and a solid top 8 team. But it's like, because they just can't, man. I don't know what it is.
I had a bit of a look back, and before that Port game, they weren't too bad. It was like 3 out of the 4 weeks they won or something. But it was
Yeah, but going
one
away,
was against North and shit
the
like
way
that.
they lost to Port Adelaide was just, what the fuck?
I thought-
Bontempelli is, honestly, other than Cripps, the very hot chance for Brownlow,
Yeah.
I reckon. And then Ugle-Hagan, fuck, he's starting to play some good footy too, man. He's just so long in that forward line and just gets up, accurate kicker. Like
It's
he's,
kind of a name to say for a commentator.
yeah, Jamara Ugle-Hagan. Fuck, that's a tough
Fucking
one.
hell.
Say that 5 times real fast.
Thought Paddy Cripps was going to get him home. He was enormous really early in the last
200th
quarter.
game as
And I
well.
was
It
like,
just reeked of Paddy comeback.
Yeah. What about the D's? Fuck me.
I'm getting nervous.
Essendon.
I know.
You watch them miss the 8, the idiots.
Boy, I fucking said it. I said they weren't
They
going to
will
make
miss
top
the
4
8.
and everyone shat on me. Bombers are not going to be a top 8 team come September. There's too much contention
They've
right
got to.
now.
They have
and there's
to.
too many teams outside the 8 right now that have a better team than Essendon. They don't have the big fucking hoodoo on their back of cannot win a finals game.
I'm nervous for them this week.
Because that's 2 in a row for D's. And that's a big fucking win against Essendon.
They're 8th now, aren't they? The D's. Yep.
Yes, they are.
They are. Yeah.
Still so
It's a big
close.
game for Essendon because the Crows are hot.
Oh, what did I tell you? We're rebuilding the nest. Might not take it out this year, but the fucking nest is getting rebuilt.
2 on the bounce, and
He's added a stick to the nest this week.
the Essendon have got to fucking turn up and just win this week, otherwise they're fucking
Last
cooked.
time, this was a very controversial win for the Bombers these two
True,
times.
I
'Cause
remember that.
Sam Draper
He dived on the ball. and then covered it up.
Fucking dog.
So you've got a fucking bone to pick with these boys.
He's a fucking grub, that bloke. We should have
You
won.
fucking feed it to
We
him,
got
Tom.
fucking grubbed, mate.
What about the fortress of Metricon, or People's First Stadium, rises again?
it. I cannot believe it. I'm going to
Undefeated.
tip them at home for the rest of my fucking life.
Undefeated at home, have not won an away game all year.
And they haven't beat Port since 2011.
Unreal.
And
That was
they-
their first win
Yeah.
ever.
So how fucking wild is that?
Their first win was against Port. I mean, like their first ever win was against Port. I don't think it was 2011.
and that's the last time they beat them.
Yeah. Well, true. Maybe it
2011.
was 2011. When did they come into the comp?
This could be some serious Jace's fake news.
I thought
but
it was
saw
before
it.
then.
Well,
Anyway.
it was around 2011, wasn't it? 'Cause Gary
Carmichael
Ablett-
kicked the winner.
Oh,
Carmichael
yeah,
Hunt
that's
kicked the
right.
winning goal.
That was a
for
full
the Gold
circle
Coast
moment.
Suns
Oh, I remember that.
against Port. But yeah, it's fucking wild. How can you go and lose to North Melbourne on the road and then come back?
Dimmer would just be fuming. He'd be like, boys,
I'm
just
tipping 'em.
Fucking do this.
I'm tipping them this week.
Are they away?
Away because
Oh.
after losing to North and Dimmer swearing in the press conference and going, we just need to be fucking better, basically. I reckon he'll have them wound up that fucking tight.
Who
this
they
week.
got? Giants.
The Giants, I think. Yep.
Wow, in wherever the
Sydney.
fuck they play.
Yep. At Giants Stadium.
Wow. How'd they think of that one?
It's better than People First.
It really
Stadium.
is,
That
yeah.
is-
It's
I-
Metricon.
That's
It'll always
People
be
First
Metricon.
Stadium. I'm sure it's like a sponsor thing, like everything. But I mean, is it?
Yeah, probably.
Because that's just the gammonest name of a stadium.
What is People First? What business is it?
I
Let's have a
no-
look.
I
Have a
no idea.
Google.
People
You just
First.
see
Do a bit
it
of
and you go,
our own
that
research."
doesn't fire me
Well, it
up."
doesn't roll off the tongue. And it's
No.
not a name that you really can go, I know what you're talking about.
Yeah.
Like when stadiums get like the privatized name, you fucking just go straight out the head for me. Like I'll never call Kidinya Park GMHBA or whatever the fuck it is. Like just call it Kidinya. Call
Yeah.
that whatever suburb that is in Gold Coast. It'll always be Metricon. But there just has to be a park.
It's Carrara. Yeah.
Carrara.
In Carrara, yeah.
There you go.
Yeah.
But
It's like Brookvale. It's not 4
You
points.
don't call it 4 Pines. Yeah, exactly.
You know.
It's just
it's a
too many
bank
like
too.
that. Some
Is it?
people still call fucking Suncorp Lang Park.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At the old Lang Park.
Lang. Wasn't it a cemetery before it was
My
Lang
old
Park
boy,
as well?
mate, I wish I got
True.
to experience that back in the day, though, because the old man tells me about a few Origins he watched at Lang Park.
Fuck
He said
me.
you didn't even watch it. He said what the Queenslanders used to do was link arms around the bar and not let the New South Walesmen through for any piss. And that was all it was, like a battle at
You're
the bar.
kidding.
He reckons a couple of times he didn't even watch it fucking pass.
That is fucking beautiful.
It is, eh?
Just a couple of security guards. Nah, mate.
Yeah.
You're a fucking dad kisser. Get out of here.
GWS and Richmond played a good game. Giants were always in control.
Yep.
It never got less than about 18 points in the last quarter. So done what they had to do, but good effort from Richmond.
Couple
and
big
then
wins at the right time of the year for them.
a fucking good performance by West Coast to keep the Lions in check
Yeah,
there.
it's pretty close.
But the Lions rolling, as we've just said. It is a long way over there. So to get the job done is big for them. They are fucking fourth and huge chance of getting a home qualifying final. But they got the Swans this week. So
That is their big test because they've had a
Massive.
few wins against, wouldn't say shitter teams.
they've had a pretty
but
good run.
Good run. The momentum's built. Now, can you do it against a
Yeah, but,
contender?
um,
Are you back?
Gun to
think-
your head, who's taking it out?
I'm just going Carlton still.
Geelong. Nah. I honestly,
Just on form and the year
Swans.
so far. Yeah.
but I
Well,
still think so I mean, Swans on this year, you go, yup, Swans, but they choke in September. And then you look at fucking 2nd to 13th and you go, I can't believe one of yous could actually win as well.
You've got to wait until you see the top four
Yeah.
because it's so hard to win it outside the top four.
We won't have an idea until after the first week of finals, I reckon, about like who might win.
Only reason I want to tip Sydney this week against the Lions is going west and coming back and then having to fucking show up again is fucking tough.
After a
Yeah,
long.
for sure.
Yeah, after long.
After
it's
long.
fucking hard
It's
to
hard
do.
after long.
the benefit of the doubt for that win against West Coast being a bit close because it is long.
It is. I know.
You
That's
get
what
like
I mean.
you get a head start on points. It's like, oh, okay, within 15, that's like a 30-point win because it's long. The long tax.
Yeah, the long tax.
There is a long tax.
So yeah, I'm thinking about tipping Sydney, but for some reason I want to see the Lions win
I
because
would love to see Lions win.
that would be 3 out of 4 losses for Sydney, and the choke has started already.
Yeah, and we would be chipping closer to first place as well.
Who?
Geelong. We're fucking 2 wins off.
Just stop it.
We're tied second.
Stop it.
You're not even in the
Stop
8,
it.
mate. You're not even in the 8.
Hey, England hammered the West Indies in the first test of their summer at Lords. Jimmy Anderson retired, boys, after the match. 704 test match wickets, 188 test matches, and 40 years old. He'll go down as one of England's best ever, probably their best ever fast bowler, particularly in English conditions, as he was pretty much unstoppable at times with the juke ball in hand. How'd you go when you came to Australia, Jimmy?
You got
averaged
nothing to
about
show for it.
averaged 40 with the ball and got fucking hammered.
Boy, you know
I
what the
couldn't
best
just give
part
him a
is?
pump up without the drive by.
Yeah,
You
at
got
the
it.
end.
He's English.
I love giving him shit, but he has been fucking phenomenal
With
over
the
his
jerk,
career.
unbelievable.
But yeah, what I was
But
going to
still,
say
fuck
is
him still.
that our precious SK Warne, his 708 wickets at second place is still
It
solid.
still stands, yeah.
Still stands.
And you know what I fucking love? How Matai Muralitharan, he has the most test wickets. Will probably never be beaten. 800 and
The old
something,
chucker.
right? 800, and we just don't even consider it as beating Warney because he threw it.
Mm-hmm.
And we always say that, he played shit teams. Played Bangladesh fucking every
times.
Doesn't
second
count.
year. And I just reckon it's the most Aussie thing ever to just go, no, he
Yeah.
wasn't as good,
That's
even though he
right.
took 100 more wickets.
Oh, fuck him.
If you asked every bloke on the street across the world who watches cricket who's the greatest
I know.
spinner of all time, it's Warney, mate.
Of course
Yeah,
they
it's
would
not
Fucking
say that.
Warney.
The Pommies must play some test matches, man. They play.
They play more than anyone else.
We knew they played more than anyone else, but to play 188 as a fast bowler is a lot. And like Joe Root's played fucking nearly 150 test matches.
Still, still looks 15.
Feels like he's still 20. You know what I
Ellen
mean?
I remember
Generous.
him in 2013 when he came to Australia.
Yeah.
And it feels like fucking yesterday.
I remember when Jimmy came to Australia the first time. 2002, 2003 Ashes.
That's
hammered.
insane to be able to say that. Like,
Hammered 4-0.
got
came-
hammered, but playing in an Ashes 20 years apart.
Yeah, I know,
in
it's pretty
Australia,
cool.
That's pretty. Give him his props. Give him a pat and then whack him.
06, 07.
Yeah, he's patted him.
Hammered.
Yeah.
5-0.
Yeah.
They won in 2010, 2011, 3-1.
Who gives
the
a fuck
Cunts.
about that though?
2013-14, hammered 5-0. 17-18, hammered 4-0.
Mm-hmm.
Just hammerings. Why would you want to come out here? I would have retired too.
They just can't do it in Australia.
Before the next Ashes.
And even though they won in 2010 or 2011, we still had Siddle got a hat trick on his birthday.
I know.
So that overshadows it.
Tell you, the next time they come here, they'll be getting hammered. Not don't even know about the score, but they'll be getting fucking hammered by the crowd.
mate.
yeah.
And I'll be in there.
Who's
It's happening.
that? Who's the debutant that got 7 for? Was it Gus someone?
Oh, Gus.
Gus Bus.
Forgot his name.
That's it, Gus Bus.
Forgot his
I gotta
last
find
name.
it, but I just looked at him.
Took 7 for in his debut.
I didn't watch it. I just saw the stats. I saw his face, and I went, I can tell we're going to give you a fucking earful when you come to Australia if you do, mate. Him or Ollie, because I reckon
Ollie won't come. There's no way.
That's what I mean.
Hopefully,
so they're going to
Fart
have
is just running water and we can just spray him.
yeah,
He won't even get.
better.
He
Because they'll
cannot
probably
get picked.
Mark Wood. They always want to bring someone with like proper
Bit of-
pace.
yeah.
And then Chris Wokes, I reckon. So you,
I just
you
hope they
got
don't
the
bring
other two.
Leachy. He'll tear us apart.
Oh, he's fucking very intimidating, eh?
No, they got fucking. What's that new spinner's name? He's got a nose on him, man.
True.
Fuck, he's got a snout. It is huge. Forgot his
I gotta
name.
find this cunt's old Gus Atkinson. I
Atkinson.
just fucking said it myself. I was like, gotta find this Gus Atkinson bloke. There it is.
Yeah. So you don't know who's going to come yet, but it definitely won't be Robinson, man. There's no
Still over a
way.
year away,
There is
yeah.
no way he can.
I hope he does, though.
He can make it.
Imagine having his 115k fucking half trackers at a school all summer.
Wouldn't be nice for him.
Gone.
He would go home like Jonathan Trott and fucking Graham Swan did in 2013.
Yeah, that's right.
They're cowards. Other sport, Adam Scott, was he robbed? People will say yes, but the Scottish native Bobby McIntyre won the Scottish Open. Pretty cool to see.
He
Everyone
was
in the
fucking
stands.
pumped as well.
Sunk an 18-foot putt on the 18th hole to fucking win the Scottish Open. All eyes now turn to Royal Troon for the Open this weekend. Right. Tell me if this is fucking play on. And it is play on because the rules, this is one sport where the rules are black and white. And if you can fucking take advantage of it, go for it. Because everybody does the same thing.
So do you want me to tell you? Or?
No, I will.
Okay.
Tell me if this is play on or fucking this is shit.
All right, I will.
On the 16th, Scotty's got a fucking 2-shot lead. He's 17 under and McIntyre was 15 under or something. Scott was on the 17th. McIntyre's on the 16th. It's a par 5. He fucking, bit of a, not a hook, but draws it, goes into the right-hand rough. And it is fucking long. Like,
Links
proper
courses,
long. Links course, long wispy grass.
Oh.
Cannot see the ball. Worst lie of the whole tournament, the commentators said. It was one of those ones where you've just got to hack and hope that you make contact and it trickles out and then you 20 metres up there and you go from there. So he's there having a few practices going, oh, fuck, what do I do here? Ends up feeling a sprinkler head under his right foot as he's gone to sort of shape up to hit it. He's gone, what's under my right foot? Something's under my right foot. They've realised it's a sprinkler head. So as soon as anything like that is impeding your stance,
Inanimate object.
not your practice swing, when you stand over the ball, if there's like, if it's a tree and shit, doesn't matter. But if it's a man-made fucking thing you've put there, and he's gone, look, I'm not taking the piss here at all. Can you get a referee over to see what the go is? And the ref's gone, yep, you get 2 club lengths from there.
2.
He's done his 2 drivers. Obviously, you get the driver out. It's the longest one. 2 drivers, dropped it in perfect lie. Like, in the rough still, but the grass had been trampled on by people. Sitting up perfect. Hits a 7-iron to 6 foot and eagles the hole. So he's gone from, hey, I need to get out of here with par and try and birdie the last 2 to tie to I've just eagled it. He still had to hit an unbelievable shot to put it fucking 6 foot away. But I'm going, fuck, that sucks if you're Adam Scott.
Yeah,
Like-
it sucks, but as a bloke who loves golf, I get it.
Yeah.
I completely get
Fucking
it.
I
It
thought
just
it kicked
hurts
the
because
cunt out of
it's...
there. But I mean, at that level, if you're going to stand on it and you'd I don't know, your moral compass has got to be at the very top to
That's what I mean,
not
like-
go, oh, I'm on here, boys. Thank
Yeah.
you, sprinkler.
Yeah, exactly. Just
Like, as
so
if you're
lucky.
not going to go,
At
"What
that
the
level
fuck's
of
that?"
golf and the money that you're making, it's not like you're some Joe on a Sunday and you go, fuck, I really want
Nah,
that hot
a lot
chook.
on the
Someone
line,
go
mate.
get the Club Pro.
Yeah,
want that
exactly.
hot
You get the
chook.
official in. How you see it so often. Like they
Yeah.
go through the motions. They want to make sure that they do everything properly.
Yeah.
Most of the time, they're not doing it because they're being a prick.
Yeah,
And he
exactly.
just went.
You'd be so dirty, though, if you were the other bloke, weren't you?
Oh, mate,
Like, I'm
if
not
you're
s-
Adam Scott, you're just going, how unlucky is that?
Yeah.
Like, if
Yeah.
that's half a foot, he wouldn't have even known it was there or felt it because he wouldn't have stood there. He's going,
But that's
"Fuck."
golf. It's just a game of margins, eh?
Yeah.
It's fine margins.
And he still had to hit the fucking magic shot,
Yeah.
roll the eagle putt in, and then rolled the fucking final
But
putt
see,
on
that's
18.
that's the thing with any sport, though. You find luck sometimes.
Yeah.
And then other times you fucking don't.
Yeah.
It's like proper
Yeah.
don't.
Yeah.
Did
So-
you see Adam Scott's DOD, the driver off the deck?
Yeah, unreal.
Fuck, that was
McIntyre
pure,
did
man.
one as well.
Did he?
It was
I've
prime
just seen
too.
Adam Scott's all weekend, just all over my Instagram. It was one of the most pure shots I've seen.
Yeah.
That ball flight and how fast it went. It was just
Like hit a driver off the fairway.
True.
So he's hit his driver and then hit it again.
What, is that just like, look how big my cock is sort of thing? Or
Pretty
what?
much.
pretty much is. I don't
Scotty
want to
would have a
he
big
would.
cock too.
Dude,
He
he
is
would
a
be
fucking beast.
tripod.
Well, he could probably putt with it.
Bit hard though.
Couple of club lengths.
You got to get it hard enough.
Yeah.
And then it's pointing
Viagra.
out. Yeah, you got to putt there.
Well, you'd go like
you'd
a
have to
plank.
full
You'd go
tripod
a
it.
plank. Yep,
And
over the
swing
top,
the
and then
hips.
you just swing the hips.
Look, you're not going to get much control, but I would love to see that.
Someone's
Well,
going
you
to
just
try that.
try that on a gimme.
Yeah. Yeah.
a little 2-footer.
Parted it with me cock.
Honestly, I am that keen to watch the Aussies in the Open this weekend because coming off the back of how Adam Scott played last weekend, Cam Smith, 2022 champion, Minwoo Lee's in some good form. We do reasonably well on links courses. So
I need to do a bit of research, or maybe Reggie can help me out here. But I've heard a few stories that Cameron Smith is a bit of a fuckhead,
I have heard that too.
No way.
and I'm not fucking looking forward.
can't
to it.
Do
look
not
at
want to
him.
believe it.
You can't look at him and see fuckhead.
I know.
Who? Oh, you're
Like-
not going to say who told you, but I mean, I don't know how. How is he?
I've
Because
read
he's a
some
Queenslander and a Broncos fan. He just loves beers, and he's clearly just playing golf at the moment because he's getting paid
As in,
squillions.
is he just like arrogant?
Yeah,
Or,
like-
That's what I've heard. He's a bit,
Not what
bit
you
of a
want,
stick
yeah.
up his ass.
But I wonder if you get to that point though, is old mate saying he's arrogant, one of the fucking 2,000 cunts hanging over the fence at the crowd going, Smithy!
Yeah.
And he just walks past and
When
gives
he's
him a
about
bit
to
of
hit
a
a
wave.
drive.
You know? Like you
Probably,
go,
yeah.
how? Because
Yeah.
I'm refusing to believe that
Need to do
until...
some searching.
Yeah.
Need to do some searching.
Until-
We got to ask him, Smithy, are you a wank?
I'll need to be told by fucking
Reliable source.
15,000
You
people.
can't
before I
reliable
believe
source that it happened to them that I trust.
Yeah,
until
and you
I
can't be a
believe it.
Queensland and Australian legend in one of the biggest sports in the world named Cameron Smith
And
True.
be a
and be
Queenslander.
a fucking shit bloke. There's just no way.
Carlos Alcaraz might be the next powerhouse of men's tennis. He's given Novak Djokovic an absolute fucking flogging in the Wimbledon final. 6-2, 6-2, 7-6. Should have been worse.
Really?
Should have
Is
been
that,
worse.
is he just does he just love the grass?
Nah, he's a
Or-
Spanish. He's Spanish.
So
he won
clay.
the French Open
that
like a
clay?
month ago. Yeah.
Yeah, really.
So he's gone and won the French on the clay and then Wimbledon on the grass.
True.
Unbelievable. And he's 21.
Oh, prime. Fuck
Wow.
off, Joker.
Yeah. Yeah, he did himself no favours over there. He was playing a bloke. You know when the crowd, if you've got a bit of a name where you can, like Luke Bruce, Hawthorn fans do it when he gets the ball, they go, Bruced.
Oh, yeah.
Well, they were doing that for a player. And
Yeah.
Djokovic has just instantly thought they were booing him.
Oh.
And he's had a bit of a go at the
Entitled
crowd
cunt.
in the interview after. And even the bloke interviewing him said, "Oh, look, I'm pretty sure they were saying boon or
Yeah,
Dune
right.
or whatever, like for the other bloke."
Yep.
And he's like, no. So he's fucked himself even further. But
So they
whatever.
would have loved to see him lose the final.
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah, all the other deadly ones have gone. Fuck off, mate. Let the new one come through.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. So, yeah, unreal. Some of the highlights, man, of that Alcaraz in that second set was just like, are you kidding? There was 3 winners in one game that were all completely different from each other, and he just went boom, boom, little drop shots and shit. He was just on fire.
I'd love to watch that game. 3 sets, raping, finished, done.
Get your business done and get the fuck out of
Wimbledon
there.
would be your type of tournament to watch
Yep.
because it's on the grass and the ball literally flies.
Yeah, right.
So the games are real short and
Yep,
quick,
yep.
and it's all about the serving.
Yeah, prime.
Could you imagine this cunt sitting up in the stands wearing his suit and tie, eating berries and cream?
Oh, no.
I think you'd hate that with the palms.
You would, but
like I
when
said, I just want to watch the other side of the crowd's head move.
the
That'd be the
other
most entertaining part for you.
when you play
Bunch
on
of
them other
clowns.
surfaces,
Yeah.
especially on the clay, it just sits there. So the rallies go forever.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty cool. Felt very, very sorry for our bloke though, Alex de Minaur.
Yeah.
Had to withdraw from
Yeah,
his
that
big
sucks.
quarterfinal
Oh,
match
shit.
against Djokovic. Man,
How old's he?
Quite
pretty young?
early
Because
20s.
he's got a bit of go about him,
yeah,
doesn't
yeah,
he?
yeah. Number
Actually,
9.
I'm pretty
in the
sure
world.
he's like 24. I asked Jaden the same thing when I was in Melbourne.
Yeah, early
and I think
20s. That'll
like
do.
24 years
Just
old.
run
so
that anyway, Joe.
Yeah.
Like an oath, I will.
Fucking hell. What about the Speedway chat? There was the. Yeah, I suppose it is motorsport. The Speedway of Nations was in Manchester of the UK over the weekend. Great Britain beat us in the final, but Jack Holder and Brady Kurtz, I don't know if you've watched much of those bikes, whatever they call those bikes that are on the. They just go around the circle.
they, like, scrape
on
their
the
knee?
dirt.
Oh, on the dirt.
On the dirt, and the wheels pointed the other way.
Yeah, and they just sort of drift.
They drift
Yeah,
the
like
whole
Lightning
time.
McQueen, how he learnt to move the tyre the other way.
Yeah, turn right to go
on the
left.
dirt. That's
Unreal.
right.
Like fucking that dangerous, that sport, and it'd be fucking pretty cool to do. And
Like once you get the tyre there and you just keep the revs up, she's fucking
Just
yeah.
oh yeah, yeah,
Just
yeah,
like
yeah.
simple as that, man. I've done it on GTA
Then you just
heaps of
go.
times.
Then you just go around.
Yeah.
And then you go, which way am I going to turn? Which way am I going to turn? Maybe left.
the other way.
Yeah, right, Chase. Come on,
Right.
But anyway-
oh, no, that's so much harder.
We lost the final against Great Britain. Hate to lose to the Poms,
Oh.
but losing to Great Britain's all right because it's fucking 3.5 countries.
That's what I was just about to say. That's a fucking piss take.
3.5: England, Scotland, Wales, and Northern Ireland, all
Isle of
rolled
Man.
into one. So that's all right. You lose to them, it's fine. You need 3.5 countries to beat us.
Yeah.
Actually, that reminds me of this too with tennis. Andy Murray, I remember he always had the Union Jack,
Yep.
Great Britain flag, but he's Scottish.
He was Scottish when he lost and Great British when he won.
That's what I mean. Like, why, if you're a Scot, you fucking hate the Poms.
I know.
Why would you want to be classed in that same?
You've got to. You
like,
don't want
oh,
to
that-
be. It's just the rules.
Well, that's stupid.
Okay,
Let him
well-
identify as Scottish.
Take it up with the UK government.
You can be what you want to be now, mate.
Yeah. He's probably a tree now.
Hmm.
But no, that was pretty cool. It's that sport over in Europe is quite big, actually.
Really?
It's fucking cool. Like Sweden have always been good. Poland have always been good at it. Like just real random countries that you
Yeah,
wouldn't.
true.
You know what I mean? Like it's not like a world renowned sport, but you just got these random countries that are good at it. The Poms, speaking of shit Poms, cannot get it done for the second straight European final. Spain are the champions. And the wait for a trophy and it coming home goes on.
Continues. How many years is it now?
The poor
1966 is the
Yeah.
last time they won a major international trophy, and that was a World Cup.
Was it 3-1? Wasn't it?
2-1.
2-1.
2-1. Cole Palmer equalised to make it 1-1.
Great
It was
goal
a good
too.
goal. And you thought, right, they're going to do it here. And then Spain scored with 3 minutes to go in normal time, and that was it. And he was onside by a spider's cock too. Like
Oh,
just those margins. And I feel sorry for the players because, like we've said, the English football fans are the biggest turncoats in the world.
They're
like
terrible
by a mile too. They just the emotions they must go through on a weekly basis when the Premier League's on and like all the Manchester United supporters. It is up and down. Like they will just rip
Well, they live
shreds
and breathe.
off their
They don't really
players.
have much else.
And then on a Tuesday night, a midweek game, and then on Saturday they'll come out and win, and they'll be the best ever. You know, like it's
Oh.
just unbelievable how quick
Yeah.
they turn.
what
It's
fuckwits.
wild.
They did. I think they've got probably a right to say the whole tournament, hey, why didn't you play this player more and this player more
That's
and this
right.
player more? But you made the final.
If Southgate, if they won the final and they had a big pick and stick mentality. Gareth Southgate always has. He has blokes in there that have done a job for England in the past, so he sticks with them. A bit like Queensland have. Terrible to compare them with each other.
Yeah, shocking.
But he's kept Phil Foden in the whole time. And
He
then
wasn't
as
very
soon as
good.
Cole Palmer comes on, he scores. And then they end up losing the final. So there and right there, they bang. That's their scapegoat.
Yeah.
Is that Southgate should have fucking
He
picked
should have
this,
played
should
Cole
picked that.
Palmer more. And
Phil
shit.
Foden
Nah.
plays the best game of his career. And then they go, oh, Southgate's a genius. Like, they just love to... They need someone and something to be extremely angry about. And then they need someone and something to just fucking suck off.
I do feel sorry for the players. They're gonna hear about it, and old Southgate's gonna hear about it. But
There was talks
well.
about him getting knighted if
they
they
won.
won.
Yeah.
They're going to call him Sir Gareth Southgate. And now he's not getting fucking knighted for that.
no.
No.
Right, we got to be quick here. Let's put the tips in.
Copy.
Let's put the tips in. You know what? Let's do a squeeze while we're getting them. One of our biggest supporters. They've been with us from the start, boys. The Standard Squeeze team. They were just sick of taking glass, camping, boating, using shot glasses. They've come up with the Standard Squeeze, very similar to your two-stroke oil bottle, where you squeeze your perfect little amount, whatever tickles your fancy. You got 30 mil, 60 mil, 100 mil chambers. Get around it. Pour yourself a two-stroke and Coke. The Reggies get a 15% discount when you use the code Reggie15 at checkout on thestandardsqueeze.com. Get around Ash and the team. Look, they support us. We love supporting them. And yeah, I reckon the match review committee Well, the MRO and the AFL's a shout for some of
Just
those
a shocker week
suspensions.
in general.
Terrible.
That's actually
Terrible.
a great shout.
I'm sure Ash would love that too if we gave it to the MRO just because he's from Victoria and AFL and that.
AFL
But
related,
hey,
yeah.
anyone else?
That sounds good to me.
I was going to say, like, honourable mention England just choking, but
Oh,
it wasn't
yeah.
really squeeze worthy.
They did
but,
play
like,
okay.
Didn't play too bad, so we can probably let them off lightly.
Yeah,
this
we'll
week.
let England off. We'll give it to the MRO.
MRO, fucking find some consistency, please.
Yeah.
Sounds good.
All right, let's do the tips.
Should we just
Let's-
pound through them?
Yeah.
GIO, Friday night, 8 p.m, Raiders versus Warriors.
Milk
Look.
for me.
Yeah, I can't believe I'm
Bit
saying
of a
it.
shit
I'm
battle
going the-
here, but I'm
going
going
the
the milk.
bros, so you're right if you go the milk.
Oh, yep, this is your fucking hoodoo team as well, Tom.
Where?
Wow.
Hang on. I just got to get some team lists up here. I'm picking the Raiders so we can move
All right.
on. And just before we move on, at the very front of the team list thing, look who I see.
Shawnee J.
Cleary.
Nathan
Oh.
Cleary. And Jamal Fogarty's in the picture as well.
Ooh.
You're
That's
joking.
huge. I do need to look at this.
If
He's
Jamal
back.
Fogarty, okay, Raiders definitely.
Jamal
then.
Fogarty playing halfback.
Wow.
Wow.
That's actually big.
That is
Are you
huge.
contemplating
You
changing
know
your
I'm
tip?
gonna.
Yeah.
Well, I never
That's smart.
pressed, but I never pressed submit.
Yeah, that's all
Oh,
right.
shit.
So-
Yeah, copy that. I'm tipping the Raiders. Floggerty's back.
Yeah.
Floggerty.
Floggerty.
Floggity.
Right.
Right. Where's that? Industry Group Stadium. We got the Rabbits versus the Tigs. Is pretty straightforward, isn't it?
Yeah,
Yep.
it's going to be the bunny.
Go on the
Fucking
Tigs.
Rabbit. Are you actually?
Yeah, I am.
You
Wow.
fucking, I would
I
love
am.
to see
Okay.
how many
said-
No,
times
that's-
you've tipped them this
No.
year.
I
eh?
have said earlier they are hot and cold and watch them show up this week.
Okay.
This one's played in
Okay.
Super
You know what
Bowl.
hurts me?
What hurt you?
Hurts me that Apasai Coruscant is named as a reserve.
Oh,
He hasn't been dropped. He's injured, but he's been named, so I reckon they're giving him as much time as they can.
who's playing hooker instead? Who's named?
Oh, so that made you go for him, did it?
The mighty Talon da Silva.
Oh,
of
fuck
course.
yes.
Of
He
course.
sounds like he does fucking Brazilian jiu-jitsu, not rugby league.
Yeah, but we got fucking Adam Dewey, Lockie Galvin, Charlie Staines, Jure
Dewey.
Buller.
We do.
Anyway, I'm going the Tigs.
Righto, that's a ripper.
You'll eat your words.
You're not even
okay.
tipping Leichhardt.
5:30 p.m. McDonald Jones Stadium. We got Newcastle versus the Brisbane Fish. Who are we going there?
Right.
Broncos.
I've got the team list. I'm obviously picking the
You know how this was a debate last year with tipping and like you always tip Broncos. What if they were shit? Well, they are shit, and I'm sticking with them.
I know.
I'll still tip them.
And look how many you've got wrong.
I don't give a fuck. AFL
So,
tipping is my strong suit.
Can I just... The team is terrible that we've named. But
Tristan
starting,
Saylor again?
Starting at number 20, reserve, we've got Reece Walsh, Selwyn Cobbo, Paddy Carrigan, Payne Haas, Adam Reynolds is named as a
really?
reserve. So whatever that means, I have
Really?
no idea.
He's officially gone.
No, we're two
No,
wins
not
outside,
officially.
but we are. This is it.
But
we
I-
lose this, we're gone.
But I mean, like for Renault, it probably is worth the risk to bring him back.
Yeah.
That's
yeah.
what I'm getting
sure.
at. Like, if you were out of the race, you wouldn't rush him. But I mean, if there's
Yeah.
any time to maybe say, "Are you good, bud?"
If we were top 4 and then we're like, yeah, just wait till September when we need you, but we fucking need you now.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Go
yeah.
get a robotic bicep.
So he's
cunt.
named as a reserve along with our Origin players. They all must back up because we have
sure.
Yeah,
must
for the
win.
season.
Didn't
Must
send him
win.
over to New Zealand and we lost.
Did I
This
read
is-
something about Kevy saying that didn't impact his decision or something like that?
Oh, he's
Thought-
talking about resting the cunts again.
Surely not.
For fuck's
He's lost
sake.
the plot.
Anyway,
Yeah,
I'm going
tipping
Newey. Yep.
I'm tipping the Bronx.
Righto. Amy
This
Park.
is going to be a ripper, boys.
Amy Park, Melbourne, Sydney. Fucking oath.
What a
Melbourne
belter.
Stone. That's game of the round, surely.
See
Obviously,
how, what's his name? Robinson. That's who coaches. So Bruce is still in
yeah,
it.
yeah.
Just doesn't fuck around with this reserves shit. He just names his blokes to
Yeah.
play.
Yeah, it saves a lot of confusion,
Yeah.
doesn't it? Just fucking make them play.
So Crichton's named. Collins is named. They're all fucking going to back up.
And I'm
pending
tipping 'em.
injury, obviously.
I'm
and
going the Chooks.
I'm tipping them too.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, it says here 20 on the app, 26% only have tipped.
I know.
the
It's a
Roosters.
real
Round,
ground
man.
finder.
Man, if it was, so
Bookies say
and I
Roosters,
need
but
a
the
4
tippers say
extra this
Melbourne.
week.
Suaalii returns this week. Victor Radley's back on deck.
The inflictor.
So
Yeah.
Jared Weir-Hargrave's not there, obviously, but
Yeah.
they've got the best fucking buy-round player in the history of the game, Terrell May.
Fucking don't they?
front
And
row.
Spencer Lenu.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they should all back up.
Then at Bluebet Stadium, we got Penrith versus Dolphins, and Cleary definitely named.
Cleary's named
Cleary
halfback
named, that's
fucking-
fucking massive.
with the
and
7 on too.
terrifying,
None of this
cunt.
reserve rubbish.
Penrith win.
Penrith
win, and
Will
they win by a humping.
Luai not named. He's named in the reserves. So you've got
That's fair enough.
Schneider at 5'8". That's fair
Yeah.
enough. He'll play though.
I'm actually genuinely interested to see how they mesh for the rest of the year after Luai's really taken a step up.
Yeah, does he take a step back and just go,
Well,
you're the man, I'll be
dunno.
running 5'8" again?
Man of
Will
the
he
man.
play as good?
Yeah. Then we have Manly versus the Titans at Four Pines.
It's got to be. It's got to just
Sunday
be Manly.
Ave.
Sunday Ave.
Yeah.
Brookie, doesn't it?
405.
You're tipping Sunday
That's
up,
rugby
Brookie.
league.
You're not tipping Manly.
You are.
You are tipping.
405 Brookie. It's fucking league.
That's rugby.
That is just
That is so rugby.
at its finest. At its absolute finest.
That is fucking league.
Right, then we got 6:15 at Queensland Country Bank Stadium. Cowboys versus Dogs. I'm going Dogs.
Me too.
Me too. I can't believe yous all are, you cunts.
You were hoping to be the odd one out, weren't you?
I like the Dogs.
Last,
do I.
The last,
This year I do.
the last game. Oh, was it the first Origin where Queensland won? And we're like, yeah, let's tip the fucking Cowboys,
Oh,
and they got smashed.
6 Origin
at
players.
home. At home, they got hammered. So I'm going for that again.
More Origin players than any
Queensland
other
smash
club.
them into the Cowboys should be up and about and should win to lose.
Yep. Right, AFL. Do you want to run us through,
AFL,
Jace?
yes. Friday night starting off. Essendon take on the Crows. Not really long.
I'm tipping them.
So
I'm tipping Adelaide.
Wow.
Even though you're a wank and you've tipped the fucking Knights, I'm tipping Adelaide.
I'm tipping, fucking easy. We're rebuilding the nest, boys.
I'm gonna go Dons. I want to give them if they
Essen flag.
if they fucking lose this week, I will happily put an absolute line through them.
Yep.
If they lose this week, this is my their
Well,
last
they won't
chance.
want to lose then if they hear that.
Yeah, fuck.
Yeah, boys. High pressure on you. High
Sammy
pressure.
Jace
Draper.
is gonna line
Sammy Draper and the boys hear that. They're fucking, they'll be up and about.
Brad Scott,
Right.
you let them know, mate. And then Saturday, you've got St Kilda versus West Coast. Wow, what a fucking ripper.
That is going to be shit, and I reckon the Eagles to beat a hopeless Saints side.
yeah, you know what? I'm going to
tipping it.
fucking go. Oh,
I need to make.
Can I?
I need to make ground. So
Well, it's perfect time. Everyone's probably
I'm
still
sitting
at
like
kids' sports
20th.
and shit.
I'm going
still
3 ground makers
sniffing.
in a row to start the fucking round here.
No, I'm going to go West Coast too. I just
for the next
St Kilda are so shit. After this, got GWS versus Gold
Goldie
Coast.
to break the curse.
I'm going to go with Grove.
They will break the curse this week.
No, I'm going Giants.
Fuck the
Can't do
Giants.
it. Giants
Yeah,
3 in a row
fuck 'em.
after this, I reckon.
Yeah.
Oh, this is a big game.
I'm
and your
going the
fucking
Poos.
favourites. MCG. Hawthorn take on Collingwood.
Yeah, the dreams are alive at Waverley Park
Poos and Wees.
against the defending premiers who are horribly out of form. Up the Hawks.
I'm going to tip Hawks just because I hope that you end Collingwood's season right in this game.
Right.
After that, Port versus Richmond at Adelaide Oval. You got to go Port, don't you?
Yeah, I think just got to go
Just.
Port.
Right, I tip your fucking dogs.
Here we
mate.
go. The
Tip
hot
'em.
and cold.
Tip them.
I'm
on
going.
the. They are hot dogs this week, boys.
What are you coming in the tipping comp?
What about the NRL one, mate?
Yeah, I'm shocking in that. I never.
I'm just fucking
boast.
killing it in both.
I'm going the Cats. We're
Yeah.
going to find a fucking form here. Hit
Cats
the ground
versus
running.
I've got to tip.
Dogs are
again.
better than
I've got to
cats, as
tip
simple
against
as that.
the grain because I am.
You love doing that.
I'm on 94 points and the fucking leader is on 113. So I'm pretty
you
well.
need ground.
I'm 19.
You're tipping for ground now.
I'm
You're
19
not even looking.
points out, whereas in the NRL, I'm only 8 points away.
You're doing this. You're going percentages. Okay, 7%. Yes.
Oh, yeah, I forgot to mention this bloke actually, Curly C. I don't like
that him?
Curly and then SEE, Curly C, whatever.
That's not
He-
Curly from the Speak Pipes Insta bio, is it?
Fuck, it might be.
That's what
Surely
I was
not.
thinking.
He has never mentioned it. He made ground a couple of weeks ago.
Did he?
Everyone else went shit, and I think he got 7, and he went roaring to the top.
Well,
That
I
would've been
reckon,
when I dropped,
I reckon
like,
we'll know
40.
if it is him, because if it is, 30 minutes after the episode drops, the Speak Pipe will light up.
Yeah.
See, Nick Curley has.
I don't
sent
think it is
through-
Nick.
Yeah, I reckon.
It might be. We'll see. But yeah, I'm only 8 points away there. whereas I'm 19 in the AFL.
So you're tipping on.
I'm tipping on
ground. Right after that, not after that. Sunday afternoon, you got Lions taking on Swans, and the Lions are favourites here.
I know they're
The Gabba.
I'm going the Rooters.
they're favourites on Bluebet, but they are not favourites in the tipping, which is great if you're a ground maker.
So
Which we are, Grobes.
yeah,
I don't know what to do though.
I'm tipping Lions too. I'm tipping the Gabba.
I want to tip the long trip west and tip Sydney, but I'm just going to go with the momentum, and I actually hope Sydney lose 3 out of the last 4.
You can't say that Sydney have momentum because they got a good win last week. It was North.
No,
You want to see Lions?
have
No,
got
I'm not saying. I'm
momentum.
not talking about you. I'm talking about people that are saying Sydney got a win under their belt after 2 in a row. It was
Sometimes
North.
when it's
That's
like
pretty
that,
well
you
3
just
losses.
pick the team when it's pretty close. You pick the team that you'd fucking enjoy sitting there and watch win.
Yeah, but
I want Lions to win this.
I don't
and
like
I'm
the
tipping them.
Swans, so I'm tipping the Lions.
Yep.
Yep.
Long, next one.
Very long. Freo.
I'm going Freo.
Yeah, same. They'll bounce back after last week for sure.
Yeah.
D's in good form, but it's just so long.
It is. It's
It's
so
really
long.
fucking long.
It's so long.
And then this one is going to be a humping. Carlton are going to be stinging after the last 2 weeks.
That's
They wanna-
actually what they need. Is that game?
That's right. They
To
need
just
just
smack.
a nice little humping.
Give them a little smacking.
If they fucking lose this, tell you what, Vossi will be
Oh,
nervous.
dramas if they
Boys.
lose this.
Big dramas. Let's stonk.
Let's stonk it.
Let's get the stonkers on.
Righto, as per usual, CTC, baby, the supporter of ours. They provide the stonkers. They provide the best fucking hats in the fucking land. And every week we pick a captain of the week, someone who went the big fucking lift. If you want to go check out the Nux's stuff and CTC stuff, thecountrycompanies.com is where you go to check it out. And countrytruckercaps.com is where you go to design your very own. Knuckles has told me you can design your own in the stonker as well.
True.
I did think that
what he
last
said.
week.
So what he said.
That's what he said. So apparently you can do that. Get into it.
Oh,
I think
imagine fucking
Dude, that's going to be...
Reggie stonkers.
At the cricket.
We've
At
got
the
a...
Ashes.
Imagine getting the baggy Reg in a stonker.
Oh, my
It
God,
would
I
just
don't know if that's
drape on
possible.
you.
The baggy stonker.
The baggy stonk.
Stonker. It looked like a
Anyway,
nappy.
anyway.
Right, I just quickly, because we're time poor, I just want to give a quick rap to the 3 blokes in the boxing card that I watched from No Limit. Curtis Scott gave Big Bad Barry an absolute fucking hiding.
Didn't he?
Barry showing his age, obviously. I
Yeah.
think that was
Yeah.
a lot of it. Curtis Scott in
sure.
his fucking physical prime.
Yep.
Liam Wilson with a great patient performance, I thought, against Yusuf Dib. Took his time, and then the left hook from fucking hell
Nice,
that he's
wasn't it?
known for just absolutely shut the lights out. And he's really keen on this George Kambosos fight, which I think would be great for Australia.
Yep.
It'd be awesome to see happen. Sammy Goodman in a very entertaining fucking fight,
Yeah.
in my opinion. He's obviously been known to just pick people apart and not really engage and just do his thing, boxing.
Yep.
But that was probably the most entertaining fight for me. I was engaged the whole time. Old mate fucking was swinging for the hills.
hats, man.
Old mate was swinging for the hills against him, and he grit his teeth and fucking had a great fight and got a good win, and it sets him up to fight one of the best fighters getting around at the moment
Yep.
for a world title. So
Unreal.
great stuff there.
Yep. Sky Nicholson.
Yes.
She
Did see that.
defended her world title.
What about that shot from her, the left hook? from
Yeah,
her?
man.
It
Landed
was
a beauty.
awesome to see. She's all over it. People want to see her knock people out though.
Yeah.
It's the only worry.
Yeah.
She's 12-0 now with 1 knockout.
But it's not really a worry when you're a world champion, is
No,
it?
I know.
Yeah.
And
But I know
then-
what you're saying.
And yeah, people wanted to. Well, she wants to fight this Serrano chick who's been like the featherweight boss for years and years and years.
Yeah.
But Serrano doesn't want it.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
Sky's just given up now.
Yeah, yeah.
I've seen all her interviews and she just goes, "Look, I'm sick of fucking talking about it.
Yeah.
She doesn't want to fight me.
Yeah.
She's got what I want, and if she doesn't want to fight me, then what am I supposed to do?"
Yeah.
So
fair
I'm
enough.
going to flog a
yeah,
dead horse.
people want to see her knock people out, but if you just win every round, then
Yeah.
it's boxing.
Yeah.
So,
Yeah. I
on
suppose
her.
like if you're earning enough by just winning, you're still going to have a good career. I think if you want to be that mega star, endorsement deals, sponsorships, every cunt wants a piece of you, that's when you need to knock people out.
Yeah.
But if you're just fucking winning fights and world
I'm
titles,
saying
you're
that
going to be pretty
Floyd
well
just
off.
fucking won fights, did what he needed to do.
He knocked a few people out early.
Early on, yeah.
But I don't know. Those few for me, I just like seeing the Aussies do well in the boxing. So a couple of those would be a decent shout for Captain of the Week. I don't really know any others there that fucking.
No, I
really-
reckon the boxers
Yeah.
for sure. Whether
Yeah.
it's Wilson or Nicholson.
Actually,
or...
I just thought of one then. Spain, they
Nah,
had
fuck that.
they had a 21-year-old Wimbledon champion, and then that was in England, and then they went on and beat England in the Euros final. So they had a pretty good Sunday.
They did have a good Sunday, but they're Spanish, not
Maybe,
Aussie.
maybe just
Fair
Aussie
enough.
boxers.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we can
Like
get
the
around
three
that.
Well,
of them. Sammy
yeah.
Goodman, fucking Liam Wilson and Sky Nicholson.
Yeah.
And
Lovely.
I'm pretty fucking happy with that.
Sounds good.
They can
to
have
me.
3 stonkers.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stonkers. Yeah, just definitely send them to you.
Get onto that real quick.
That's it, eh?
Boys,
That's
let's fucking go, Queensland.
Yeah.
Let's go. I'm so fucking pumped, man. This is it. This is the game this is the pinnacle of rugby league in
Yep.
all fucking forms. I couldn't give a fuck what anyone else said.
Origin
both
Game
sides.
decider,
three,
Suncorp.
Game 3, decider, Suncorp Stadium. Does it get any better?
It's league.
No, it does not.
It's
Doesn't get any better.
That
Let's
is
go.
Fucking rugby.
Hit the speak pipe up. There was a few come through. We didn't have a chance to play them. We're under a bit of fucking time pressure here. So
Yep.
hit it up, though, whether your team wins or loses. Because
That's right. We'll do a we'll play a
fucking
few
funny.
next week. And do it in the heat of the moment after the game when the blood is boiling, when you
Oh,
regret
yeah.
what you say heavily.
The beers are flowing.
And we'll play it next week on the show and hear some of the best fucking.
You can't
sprays.
unsend on SpeakPipe, can you?
I wouldn't have thought so.
I don't know.
Yeah, so
It comes through as a fucking email.
Yeah.
exactly. So
But
just
no,
say
give
it in
it
the
a-
heat
give
of
it
the
a
moment
hide.
so you regret it.
Righto, we'll wrap it up there.
Good stuff.
Big weekend ahead. We'll see you Friday morning for the punch show. All the best.
Hooroo.